Rocco Beck, outstanding. He's got room to get better. He really does. Iowa State's one of the least penalized teams in the country. This is coaching. They're extremely well coached. Cincinnati's defensive coordinator is a former linebacker coach at Iowa State. I think his name is Veet. So he obviously will have a real good sense and a real good feel for what the Cyclones are going to throw up tomorrow against the Bearcats in Cincinnati. Here's my one concern. If I'm an Iowa State fan, I'm very nervous about facing Cincinnati and their quarterback, Sorsby. He's an Indiana transfer. He got beat out for the job there when obviously they made the big changes there. But he is Brendan Sorsby, a junior, experienced. He can run it. He can throw it. Big win for them last week on the road at Kansas. They deserve to, they got an early lead in that game. Kansas came rolling back. And then that final drive of the game, 10 plays, 70 yards, right down the field. And Sorsby led the way. Bearcats get it done. They also force fumbles, and Iowa State is very, very prone to being sloppy sometimes. In one breath, I'm telling you, they're disciplined. They don't get penalized much, but they're also sloppy with the football. They got to hold it because Cincinnati plays very physical. They go to the midsection of ball carriers and receivers after the catch and try to poke that ball out, and they've been very successful. I think they've had 5 takeaways this year on fumble recovery. So that is something to keep an eye on. We will do exactly that. So we put that up there as your Big 12 game of the week. ESPN2's got it. Kentucky, Georgia. Now, Georgia at home. Now, they come out rip snoring mad, right? I mean, they lose to Alabama last week. Alabama draws Vanderbilt at home in Tuscaloosa. We'll get to that game in a moment. But Georgia's going to come out, and Kentucky and company are not going to like what they see. You got to think. A lot of people say, well, you know what, they may let down. They may not just bounce back. I don't think Kirby allows that to happen. He's going to sell his Georgia Bulldog kids on the fact that, now their mettl's being tested, their manhood's being questioned. The 33-game home winning streak is gone, and Kentucky, he probably going to pay a price for that. Let's see, what else? Boise State, Notre Dame, we're now in our 3:30 Eastern window. Ordinarily, I would say this is a trouble spot, but Notre Dame's lost already twice this year. Don't forget, this is a team that started, 0-2. They've clawed back each of the last 2 weeks, Purdue and then Arkansas. Boise State rolls in the past. We've seen Marshall go in there and beat them. We've seen Purdue go in there and beat them. We've seen Air Force go in there and beat them. Northern Illinois last year goes in and beat them. When you see Boise State, Notre Dame, you want to just turn the page and say, okay, no big deal. It's a big deal. And I do think they will be really, really on their best. They took it out on Arkansas last week. Pittman lost his job. Bobby Petrino gets recycled in Fayetteville. That's a story for another day. But Notre Dame, 21st in the country, and Boise State. And we know the radio play-by-play guy out there, Bob Beeler. He is a UMass guy. Went to Bucknell in Georgia. We might, if dare I say it, if Boise State pulls off the upset, you can almost guarantee that we will effort to get Bob Beeler in here. He does an outstanding job on radio for the Broncos from Boise State. Penn State, UCLA, same thing. Penn State licking their wounds. They go on the road to the West Coast. Got beat last Saturday night, whiteout at home against Oregon. I still think Oregon is the best team in the country right now, but we're going to hear from Alabama, and away we go. Virginia, Louisville. Virginia fresh off a win over Florida State. Got to be very careful with this spot at Papa John Stadium in Louisville. Cavaliers and the Cardinals go at it, 3:30 East. Vanderbilt, Alabama. Last year, shocking the world. Clark Lee and the Commodores beat Alabama. They did so in Nashville. This time it's Tuscaloosa. No ambush factor. No sneaking up on them. Alabama coming off the big win over Georgia. Forget the letdown factor. It's not going to happen. And here's why. Because Vandy beat them a year ago, and you cannot take Vanderbilt lightly. If you show up and take Vanderbilt lightly, you're going to get beat. They got you any way you want it. They can throw it, run it, special teams. I think the Clark Lee story, the head coach at Vandy, is one of the most remarkable stories in college football. They fly under the radar. They're smart kids. Obviously, they've done a great job with the transfer portal. 3:30 East, so that's your national game, Alabama and Vanderbilt. Let's roll along we'll stay on the night train here a little bit. Texas, Florida, still in the afternoon, rather. Texas and Florida. Hey, listen, Billy Napier, the coach at Florida, singing for his supper. Let's see Arch Manning in this spot. This is a place where teams go sometimes to get picked off. We'll come back. More college football talk and the NFL as well here on a weekend edition. It's Sports Overnight America, the weekend edition here on Sports Byline.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
If you've got a property that you've been trying to sell and you've tried almost everything, I want to tell you about something that you haven't tried yet. You're going to think this offer is too good to be true, but it's not. Thousands of customers have sold their homes in any condition with Need to Sell My Home. This is a real opportunity from a highly rated company that buys homes all over the country. Did you know it's possible to sell your home right over the phone with no real estate commissions and no pesky open houses? Plus, every offer is a cash offer with no mortgage holdups. To find out how much you can sell your home or property for, call now. Take 5 minutes of your time and call for this 100% free quote to sell your home.
800-430-0674. 800-430-0674. 800-430-0674. That's 800-430-0674.
Every champion has a team behind them, and for thousands of families without insurance, Christ Clinic is that team. At Christ Clinic in Katy, Texas, they provide high-quality, faith-based health care to people who can't afford it, because everyone deserves a shot at health, no matter their income or insurance status. Their doctors, volunteers, their mission, rooted in compassion, their impact, over 10,000 patient visits every year and growing. But they can't do it without help from fans like you. If you ever cheered for a comeback story, this is your chance to be a part of one. Donate today at ChristClinicKaty.org and help them keep the doors open for those who need it most. One gift can be the difference between surviving and thriving. Christ Clinic in Katy, where health meets hope and faith goes to work. That's Christ Clinic Katy, spelled Katy.org. Team up with them today. Getting together with friends to watch the game? Then you'll need American Premium Vodka. Handcrafted and pure, this is the one thing all Americans can agree on. Founder Mark Gus Scott chose the finest natural elements America has to offer, and you'll taste how great it is to be an American. Now available at Bevmo, GoPuff,
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure.
Let's see how you do under pressure. From Raiders Stadium, home of the South Range Raiders. It is the Youngstown Patricians high school football game of the week tonight. The 6-0, 2-0 Girard Indians come to take on the South Range Raiders, who are 4-2 and 2-1 in the NE8. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Matthew Craven, Dave Ferris back at our iMedia studios in Struthers, and we should be in for a good one in the NE8 tonight, Dave.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, this one here, we got the 6-0 Girard, and we just wonder, where are they in this season? We don't know what the competition has been, but I think South Range, after coming off of that shellacking last week, they got something to prove this week.
Right, and you look at it, you look at the record, the only team Girard has beat so far this year, and of course you can only play the teams that are on your schedule. We're not saying anything about that. Was the game we did when they played Garraway, handled them rather easily. Garraway's 5-1. Down in the southern part of Ohio on the season. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. The last three easily won by South Range in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we have part in one of those broadcasts at least. And they always been able to put big points on the board against the Girard Indians. So that's something they used to doing and having a good night against them. So that's why we're finally I'm feeling that in the stomach, Mark. This could be a good game tonight.
We've been looking forward to one of those. They are celebrating homecoming here at the home of the Raiders tonight. We're going to take our first time out. When we come back, we will hear from the head coach of the Girard Indians, Pat Pearson, and the Cleveland Cobras Coaches Corner. That's up next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Pregame show continues. We are inside the Coach's Corner with Coach Pearson of the Girard Indians. And, Coach, you go back to last week against Lakeview, and 35 points was the lowest offensive output for the season, but you put up a shutout and have to be pleased with that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I mean, when we left the game last week, not frustrated, but just, it didn't feel great. But when we went back and looked at it, I mean, the first drive of the game, we fumbled on the goal line. We had a drive in the third quarter where our tailback was in and dove across, and they kind of called held them out. So, I mean, I think it was still probably a 50-point, or should have been a 50-point game on the scoreboard. And statistic-wise, you know, it was pretty high in our favor. It was like 400 to like 60. So after we went back and kind of evaluated everything and went through and looked at the film, and I mean, our kids really played hard. And you know, I'm not sure the score quite was indicative of the game, but there certainly were still things that we need to work on this week and continue to get better with.
You look at your defense, Coach, 19 points surrendered in the last 3 games total. You have to be pleased with that.
Yeah, the boys are playing hard. I'll tell you what. I mean, I think in some ways we're a little bit undersized at times on defense, but our IQ is really, really good. Our kids work hard, and you know, they know our scheme, and they do a good job of understanding what the opponent's doing to attack them. And then you know, our kids play really well together. We rally to the football. We've got some really tough kids, and you know, they get after it. And that side of the ball, I think, has been you know, a really welcome surprise this year. We were a little bit nervous coming into the year. We lost a lot of good players from the year before on that side of the ball. So those guys are playing their tails off, and we got to keep doing it.
Coach, having seen your team play against Garaway, how much work goes into the varying tempos that you come out with offensively?
I'll tell you what, I mean, our offensive guys and Coach Cochran and that offensive staff, I mean, our work starts in January, really. And some of our work has been 5, 6, 7 years in the making. I mean, we do things from our Little Indians program to our junior high program all the way up. And our guys work their tails off. On a Friday night, sometimes it looks good and almost looks easy, or, you know, but it takes so much time and effort, you know, of all the timing, of all the movements, of all of our formations and motions and routes. You know, the old days of just running, you know, you run a slant route at this depth. No, it's based on coverages and windows, and so there's a really high IQ and a lot of invested time and effort on our kids' end that when they go out on Friday nights, they go and play, and they're doing a great job with it, and that group is really playing hard. And I think anytime we're playing at a high level offensively as a Girard football team, it gives us a chance.
Coach, your son's putting up some eye-popping numbers as a sophomore so far. What is it like coaching him on a daily basis?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta go between dad and coach sometimes. I mean, you know, as a coach, you know, Age is a great leader. He's an unselfish, you know, kid. Could care less about, you know, throwing or running. He just wants to have success, move the chains. You know, he works his tail off really on both sides of the ball, and defensive too. So from a coaching perspective, it's awesome to have a young guy like that at that age with that maturity and really leading us. You know, as a dad perspective, just so proud of him. I mean, he's worked his entire life to get to this point, and it's really cool, you know, that our relationship on the field, and I'll get after him as much as anybody else. And the second we walk back off the field, it's father son again, and really proud of him, and you know, lucky to have him as a son without a doubt. Super blessed to have a young kid lead our team like that too. So it's been really, really fun, and I'm just trying to enjoy it. I know how fast this time goes, so we're trying to enjoy the ride and step by step. But he's doing a good job, and I think he's got some growth that he can still make too. So I think the future is really bright for him.
Coach, you got a very tough South Range team tonight on the road. How do you look at this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, it's Girard South Range. I mean, it's been like this the last, you know, 6-7 years. I mean, they've had our number in terms of the scoreboard, but it seems like every year we play them, you know, both teams are undefeated or one team has one loss. I mean, it's just how it's been. They do a great job. Their program, their coaching staff, Coach Rock picked right off where Coach Yeagley left off, and does a heck of a job. We got a lot of respect for those guys, and we know we got to bring our A game. I mean, they're going to play lights out. They're not going to make mistakes. They're going to play South Range football, and you know, we've had some success against them, but the times when we haven't, you know, fully got it done is, you know, we've made mistakes on special teams, on offense, on defense, whatever it may be. You know, we've made some mistakes, and that's what they do. They'll cause you to make mistakes. So we got to play perfect tonight. You know, we got to play as hard as we can, play Girard football, be us, do what we do, and let's try to limit some of these mistakes, and hopefully we can come out on top.
Coach, your time is appreciated as always. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more of the pregame show up next.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team Pride Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Welcome back to Home of the Raiders. Let's hear from the head coach of the South Range Raiders, David Rock, up next. Pre-game show continues. We are back inside the Cleveland Cobras Coach's Corner, joined by Coach Rock of the South Range Raiders. And Coach, you ran into a really good Poland team last Friday. Tell us about that game a little bit.
Yeah, obviously Poland's a really good team, very well coached, and they were really well prepared. It's a game that means a lot to our kids and to our community, so to go out and kind of lay an egg was obviously a bummer, and unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time to lick our wounds because we got another big one this week.
Coach, you look at your roster, and it seems like offensively you have experience up front, but some younger players at the skill positions. How have those guys developed as this year has gone along?
Yeah, I think they're all coming along. I think even if you look at our guys that are up front and our older players, they're still inexperienced. We're bringing really one starter back on the offensive side and our left tackle, Adam Albaugh. But it's been a learning curve, I think, for all of them, and but it's been pleasant. It's been rewarding to see the growth week to week. I know it probably doesn't look like it from a bird's eye view last week, but there's still a lot of things to celebrate and some improvement there.
Coach, you look at your schedule, and it's been very unique the last couple of years. You're home for the first time in 5 games. What does it mean to be back in front of the home fans tonight?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to be back home. It feels like we've been on the road for forever, and I guess we have. But definitely, we always feel excited to be home in front of our home crowd, and you can get some of the atmosphere going in Raider Stadium, and hopefully put on a good show for them.
Having young players, as you said, or maybe some older players that are inexperienced, what have you learned about your team at this point of the season you may not have known when practices began?
Well, I'd actually say that when we're playing good, we're pretty good. Unfortunately, I think one of the things that we're starting to realize about a group that is inexperienced is that we're a little bit inconsistent, and that's something that we've continually worked on. I think one of the biggest challenges we have is just getting those guys to go play confident and free on a Friday night. And right now I feel like when we are struggling, it's generally because we have great kids that want to please people and want to do the right thing, and sometimes when you're trying so hard to do the right thing that you're not, maybe playing a little bit tight and not letting yourself go. So we'll be guarding against that tonight.
Coach, you got a very intriguing Girard team coming into your place tonight that when you look at them offensively, they present a lot of challenges.
Oh gosh, yeah. They're really skilled everywhere. The quarterback's a dynamic kind of dual threat guy that does a really good job of running the offense. They're good up front. The length and the speed at which they play with, and the manner in which they stretch the field both vertically and horizontally is always a huge challenge for them, especially when they have the skill guys that they have right now. So it'll be a great challenge for us.
Is there a way to practice against their up-tempo style or their, I would just have to say, mixed tempo style they show throughout a game?
Yeah, you know what? I think that for them, they can go as fast as they need to go. They can go as slow as they need to go. So that's something you have to be prepared for. One thing, being we're also a no-huddle defense. I think most teams are anymore. The tempo isn't as concerning as much as, from getting lined up as much as it is just from a fatigue standpoint. We've got a lot of guys they're young guys going both ways and playing special teams, and that's a concern. But I think with them, the biggest issue is you have to make sure that you are clean in your offensive and defensive approach is what they are. They do a really good job of executing, and in order to stop them, again, they're so explosive, you have to execute at a high level, and you have to match their execution execution.
Coach, what's a key for your squad to defend home field and come away with the win tonight?
I think for us, you go back to the normal coaching cliches. You got to be able to run the ball and stop the run, and you got to be able to win the turnover battle and eliminate, unforced errors. But for us, what we're really focusing on tonight is we got to eliminate some explosive plays. We were victimized by explosives last week. We gave up 5 touchdowns all on explosive plays, and conversely, we weren't able to create a single explosive play last week. So we've got to find ways to break tackles and be explosive while minimizing theirs.
Coach, your time is appreciated as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Go Raiders.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more of the pregame show up next.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
And we welcome you back to the home of the Raiders. The Raiders returning home, Dave, for the first time in 5 weeks. They were on the road for 5 consecutive games before returning home here tonight. They will get their hands on the football first. Coach Rock's team at 4-2, averaging 32 points per game offensively, giving up 20.8 points per game defensively. And the Raiders will get their hands on the football first here in the opening quarter. And the opening kickoff brought to you by the Village Tavern in Hubbard. For nearly 100 years, the Village Tavern is one of the area's favorite local spots for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Find them at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard or online at villagetavern3.com. And we are underway in Week 7. A low bouncing kick fielded at the 32, brought back across the 35 and down near the 34-yard line. And the Raiders will start with good field position on their opening possession.
Yeah, I mean, to get it all the way out to what they're going to line it up at the 42, it looks like. I mean, that's great field position to start off your drive. And I'm sure the Raiders are happy to be back home. That's a tough stretch. 5 games, mentally and everything, it's a lot on you to always play away from home. And has a lot to do with maybe some of the strains they went through.
Sophomore Nick Toy, Dave, gets the start at quarterback. He'll have a single back behind him in the backfield. They will go with a trip formation, diamond style to the left. They're going to run it with Nick Varshak on first down. And that's going to be a short gain, just a couple yards, 2 on the run. It's second down at 8.
Yeah, good defense there. Didn't let too much, but he still was able to squeeze 2 yards out of that run. And every bit that you can get, that's good on first down.
Varshak, the top ball carrier on this year's squad, 6 foot, 190-pound junior. So on 2nd down and 8, they'll split 2 receivers out to the left to put a wing to the left side. Varshak going to go next to Toy on 2nd and 8. Now they will send a wing back in motion, and we'll have our first penalty flag of the evening.
A little movement up inside there on the line of scrimmage there.
So that false start on the Raiders will be the first penalty called in this one, and that'll back them up 5, and this will set up now a 2nd down and about 13 yards to go for the Raiders.
Yeah, there's one thing we talked about. Don't want to be doing too many miscues. Don't want to get behind the sticks.
Yeah, so they got to recondition. So they will work out of the pistol with the single tailback. 3 receivers on the left side. 2nd down and 13. Toy to throw it. Has time, tries to go down the seam, looking for Gavin Hiscox, but that'll go off his hands and incomplete. We have a moment to remind you, you're listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus Media station. Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia 1 network. Raiders now facing a 3rd down and long on this opening drive.
Yeah, that was a great play by Joey Algier to actually jump that inside route. And he got there really, he was the receiver on that play.
Going to put a single receiver to the right, 2 to the left, wing to the right side, with Toy in the pistol formation. Play clock now at 6 seconds as he'll roll to the outside and look to throw. Pressured, he's going to be hit and sacked back at the 30-yard line. One of the defenders for Girard came through clean, and that was A.J. Pearson, the quarterback, getting the sack.
Yeah, and it shows a lot of physicality there. I mean, they put really a zone blitz on that play, and they did not pick it up at all. He had no time to get rid of that football.
So the Raiders will punt the football away. Varshak will handle the punting duties. Single returner back deep for the Girard Indians, standing at his 34-yard line. Snap right back to him, gets away a high kick. This is going to drive the returner away from the football. This will take a Raider roll and check up right at about the 24-yard line. Good punt by Varshak to flip the field.
Yeah, sure is. You got to get it down there. And he definitely did that. He flipped the field.
So sophomore A.J. Pearson getting the start. 1,402 yards passing in their first 6 games. 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and just 703 yards rushing and 16 touchdowns on the rushing side of things for Pearson. Indians will go trips right. Single receiver left side. Sam Scott single back to the backfield. Now they'll send Lipinski, the freshman, in motion. And we're going to blow this play down. Illegal procedure. Looked like we had 2 men in motion at the same time. We can only do that in the CFL.
Only the CFL. And that is some hard stuff to take care of.
How long did it take you to get used to that when you played?
Yeah, that was kind of tough at first. Because, I mean, when you got 2 going in motion, and you're so used to reading keys, now you got 2 guys moving at the same time, sometimes on the same side. That's tough.
Lipinski goes in motion. They fake the toss to him. Pearson going to swing it to him. He'll make the catch across the 20, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Short gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Real good defense there. I like how they're doing there. They're playing more so a combination man zone, and looks good.
Pearson takes the snap, fires it out quickly. Receiver broke the first tackle across the 35-40 and down near the 40-yard line before being pulled down. That's Jadon Wade, number 3, the senior in this receiving core, with the big catch and the first down for the Indians.
Yeah, and the thing about it, they had that. Good job on defense again. They were there, did not make the tackle. Got to attack that runner.
Twins to each side. Pearson takes the low snap. He's going to run with it. Bounces off the pile. Cuts outside of the 50. Lowers the boom. And works his way out near the 45-yard line of the Raiders for another first down.
And one thing we know when we've seen Girard earlier in the year, Pearson is not your typical quarterback. He's a guy that seeks contact. He's a little different.
5'11", 195, and a sophomore. You heard in the coach's corner. Coach Pearson's son drops back to throw, fires the pass downfield. Receiver made the catch and got tripped up at the 34-yard line. That's Braxton Sloan, the sophomore, on the reception, and another Indians first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, 10th grader also.
Both of these teams young in a lot of spots and are going to be very good for the next several years.
Yes, absolutely.
1st and 10 for the Indians from the South Range 34-yard line. Pearson takes the snap. He'll run with the football. They'll get bottled up at the 31-yard line, so he'll pick up about 3. It's 2nd down and 7. And when Girard wants to go, they can really pick up the tempo.
Yeah, they sure can. And that's something we've seen before. They vary their tempos, and that can really throw your defense off.
So it'll be 2 to the right and a 2 to the left. A.J. Pearson, the sophomore quarterback, alone in the backfield. Takes the snap, 2-step drop, fires the out. Man open at the 20-yard line. And kind of gave ground and was able to get across the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. That will move the sticks again. That's Jadon Wade with his 2nd catch on this opening drive.
Yeah, and they're doing some of that zone type of defense, and I just think you got to play up on these guys.
Pearson takes the snap. He'll run the football right up the middle. And we've got a flag on the play. Looking over the defense.
Yeah, wonder if they have too many guys.
They might have. That was my initial thought. Sam Scott walking over as the officials talking things out. Referee looking towards that Girard sidelines. Now we will eventually get the call. So yeah, illegal substitution. Too many men on the field.
Yep.
Can't do that.
Can't do that for sure. We're definitely not in Canada. Now, like we talked about earlier, just can't do that one.
So that'll give them a 1st and 5 from the South Range 12-yard line. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Pearson to throw.
Oh, boy.
That makes the catch. Man-to-man miss, and he'll walk into the end zone. A 12-yard touchdown run for Braxton Sloan. And the Indians strike first at the 7:54 mark of this opening quarter.
Yeah, I question the defense as far as the playing off on zone. I understand out more so in the middle of the field, but once you get backed up on that near that goal line, I think you got to put a little bit more pressure on the outside. And letting them run free like that, it was easy to get that block to get into that end zone.
Zach Leedy on for the extra point. Snap and hold are good. Extra point is blocked, popped up in the air, and that extra point is going to be no good.
And too bad it's not like the NFL, because the way that popped up and he caught it on the run, that would have been scoring for the other side.
7:54 to play, opening quarter. It is Girard 6, South Range 0. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure. We
now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Well, the Girard Indians take their opening possession and ended in a 12-yard touchdown pass from A.J. Pearson to Braxton Sloan, and the extra point was blocked, so it is 6-0 in favor of Girard. And time for another Village Tavern kickoff. Find more information about the Village Tavern in Hubbard at villagetavern3.com. Again, they'll put this on the turf, knocked around. There is a loose ball at the 41-yard line.
I think they got it, though. That was close.
I've seen that a lot in the college game where it looks like they almost intentionally try to kick the football off of one of the up men and then just scrum for the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly what that looked like right there. They almost at the exact same area. Well, at the 41. They started their last drive at the 42. So let's see if they do a little better here.
So 1st and 10 for the South Range Raiders. Wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left side. Toy takes the snap. He'll give it to Varshak, running off the short side across the 40 and down to the 41-yard line for Jason Varshak, the junior tailback.
Yeah, nice blocking on the right side of the offensive line there. It opened up a nice hole. And I think if he didn't get tripped up a little bit early there, he might have got more.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd down and 5 as the Raiders try to settle in offensively. Again, they'll put a wing to the right side, split 2 receivers to the left side. Toy and Varshak in the backfield. Varshak got to get the handoff, running right up the middle. Push the pile to about the 49-yard line. So he's going to be about 2 yards shy, bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that's where you want to be, 3rd down and short. You could open that playbook up a little bit. Hard running there, too.
So Varshak will come to the sidelines. The Raiders will bring a new tailback in. On 3rd down and 2. To put trips to the right. Running back moves up next to Toy. They're going to give it to him, trying to sweep to the outside. And Toy kept that football, fooled everyone, including me.
Yeah.
And picked up the 1st down to the 40-yard line.
And they tripped him up just in time as he hit that opening. And I tell you, if you don't hit him there, he might be still running.
So a 1st down for the Raiders to the 41-yard line of the Girard Indians. Single receivers to each side, wing to the left side. Toy working out of the pistol, running back next to him. Wingman goes in motion. They give it to the ball carrier this time, who bounced off the pile. And that's Drew Starkey on the carry, and he'll carry the ball down to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he was just bouncing off of tacklers there. Good hard running there.
We're going to bring a 2nd and 9 now for the Raiders. Just inside hitting his 40-yard line.
So Starkey brings up a 2nd down. It's kind of between 8 and 9. Wing to the right, receivers to the left. Now Varshak back in there at the tailback spot. Toy to throw. Has a man open across the 30. And he'll go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. That's Gavin Hiscock, the junior receiver, on the reception. And the Raiders offensively starting to settle in.
Yeah, and that was a nice throw by Toy, too. I mean, getting it out of there. There's something saying Toy, isn't it? I've been saying it for years, and I'm looking here. He's just a sophomore.
And the throw was well done because he led his receiver upfield.
That's right, where he can continue running, catch it, and keep running.
2 receivers to the right, wing to the left. Toy takes the snap, gives it to the ball carrier, and this time stood up right about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, didn't get anything on that play.
No gain on the play.
So no gain on that carry. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Straight.
It's Tommy Valentine on that last carry.
Okay, I'm going to the A-gap. He just runs in the A-gap.
So first, 2nd down and 10. Varshak going to get the football, got met at the line of scrimmage, and was able to push back near the line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, they gave him a yard on that. That puts them definitely behind the sticks now. 3rd and 9. It's tough to get. Think this might be 4 down territory?
It is a little early. We'll have to see what Coach Rock decides to do. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Varshak is the tailback. Going to send a man in motion from right to left. That's Gavin Hiscock. Toy going to throw it downfield. Had a man out there, and that ball was taken away, intercepted
at weird.
About the 5-yard line by Braxton Sloan.
Everything the snap was off. the play was actually off. It looked like they stopped playing. I actually was looking for a flag or something for them to stop play because that's what it looked like. Wow.
So that pass intercepted by Sloan, and with 4:01 to play in this opening quarter, Girard will take over on their own 12-yard line.
And if he had a little bit more on that ball.
Touchdown.
That's touchdown. Absolutely.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Sam Scott is the tailback in the backfield. Slot receiver comes in motion. They flip it to him, try to turn the corner. Made the first man miss across the 15 and out of bounds near the 17-yard line. That's Mario Lipinski, the freshman receiver. A little bit more involved in the offense than we saw him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, even though in that game he did score in that game, but he didn't do a lot. He's more involved tonight.
So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Misdirection by Pearson, who looks to throw, goes downfield.
Right
that
there.
pass through the hands of Jadon Wade.
Yeah.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and just about 2 to go for the Indians.
Yeah, that was a good pass there, right on the hands.
So 3rd and 2 for Girard and sophomore quarterback A.J. Pearson.
I like the graphic, James.
We've seen Sam Scott in the backfield and split out in the slot, but he hasn't carried the football yet.
Not as of yet, you're right.
Pearson going to follow Scott in the hole, trying to pick up that 1st down, and he is close to the marker.
Yeah, I think he may be just a tad short.
We're going to call it 4th down and less than 1 for Girard, and we'll see what Coach Pearson decides to do here at his own 22-yard line. They're going to play on 4th down and less than 1. Pearson working that hard count. Play clock at 18 seconds. I don't think they're going to snap this football.
No, I don't think so either.
Play clock now under 10 seconds. They will snap it. Pearson's going to keep it. Pearson's going to turn the corner, and he's just barely got the 1st down.
And if you notice something, he ran holding the ball with 2 hands. And that was basically so that if he gets hit there, he can just reach out to make sure he gets that 1st down.
We talked about this in the last matchup. Pearson, just a sophomore, just his 7th start, but as a coach's son, seems to be a step ahead.
Right.
So Girard will have 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Now they'll empty the backfield with Scott. Going to go over the middle of Lipinski.
Boy, if he kept that up in the air, he's still running.
Lipinski down to about the 33, Dave. It's going to be 2nd down and about 1 yard to go.
Yeah, they playing that umbrella defense. Now, this is similar to what we've seen at Garraway, giving them too much room to run free. And that's their biggest asset, is to get in space. They want to be in space.
2nd down and 1. Scott gets the carry. Scott breaks through across the 40, 45, 50, 45, and down near the 43-yard line. Sam Scott, one of the few seniors, has a big carry for Girard down to the 43-yard line of the South Range Raiders.
Yeah, almost broke that.
Right back to the line. Pearson looking to throw. On the run. Eyes downfield. Now he'll tuck and run across the 40. He'll go out of bounds in front of that Raider bench. They will spot the football at about the 37-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down. Second down and a long 3. Pearson fires it out. Ball batted in the air and caught by the receiver for Girard, who turns upfield and goes out of bounds near the 25-yard line.
Boy, oh boy.
That's Jaden Wade again with another reception.
Tommy Valentine. I'm talking about reading a play. He had that thing down. And only was able to get a hand on the football.
Raiders trying to stop this run here in the opening quarter. They will use a timeout. 1:47 to play, opening quarter. Girard 6, South Range 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team Pride Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Coach Pearson using the timeout, Coach Rock using the timeout. Try and stop that run on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard early on. Bo Ryan Stadium in Niles, Poland with a 7-0 lead over the Niles Red Dragons.
For now.
Off the timeout. Got two receivers to the right, one to the left who resets. Lipinski now goes in motion.
Two people moving again.
And again.
Or we got the timeout in.
Yeah, it looks like Gerard got the timeout just before the snap of the football. So that'll be Coach Pearson's first, and both teams now left with two apiece. Dave, we will keep it right here. And what is it that is so challenging about this Gerard offense for a defense to game plan against?
I mean, this seems like the speed, the elusiveness, they be concerned with that. So what they do, play off. But I think you got to come up on the outside and squeeze those receivers inside, and then you can play your umbrella behind it. Because these guys are running free, and when they're able to do their bubble screens easy, because there's nobody out there on them, so they drop back. The other receivers are able to block, and they get big gainers on that. So I'm sure it's the speed and elusiveness that really scares teams.
It's that tough call of, do you come up and press and worry about getting beat at the line, or lay back and maybe contain it into a shorter gain?
Yeah, it's just the thing, you knock their timing off when you can come up and disrupt. Yep, that's what you want to do. You want to disrupt the thing because they're just moving too smoothly. Everything is good here.
I've learned over the last 6 years how to play defensive back. I'm just too slow to do it. So they are going to adjust the time on the clock. And they each coach with a pair of timeouts, so they're just updating the scoreboard for the fans. So we're ready to get back to action with 1:47 to play here in this opening quarter. One receiver left, two to the right side. It's Pearson and Scott in the backfield. Scott gets the carry, running off the left side. Scott's going to be down to about the 21-yard line.
Nice little carry there.
He'll pick up about 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4.
Gain about 5 yards, going to be 2nd and 5 here. It is.
Quarter clock down to 1:20 to play. Single receiver left, two to the right side. Scott gets it again. This time he is hemmed under and dropped back at the 25-yard line. That South Range defense came up to make the stop. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 8. Pearson keeps it. Pearson's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to go quick, but the Raider defense was ready.
They were ready on that one. And they came with a lot behind them on that one. They came with some physicality.
So 4th and 8, and Gerard going to leave the offense on the field. 2 receivers left, 3 right side. 4th down and 8. Pearson to throw. Pumps. Eyes downfield. Now he'll turn, unload one to the back of the end zone. And I'm going to say, yes, that's a touchdown. He drugged the foot.
Yep.
I thought Pearson was awful close to going over the line.
Yeah, he was close. I don't think he passed it, but he was definitely right there. And you know, all you got to do is have part of the body behind. And he was, and I think that's what happened. He let that ball go. What a catch at the end line, though.
So that's 21 yards from Pearson to Lipinski.
Does Lipinski look like a 9th grader?
No. So they will keep the offense on there, try to attempt the 2-point conversion after the extra point was blocked on the previous score. Slot man goes in motion. Pearson keeps. Pearson looking for the goal line.
I think he's short.
He is going to be short on the 2-point attempt. So with 21 seconds to go here in this first quarter, 12-0 Girard.
Yeah, I tell you, they have shown the ability to move the football and everything there. There definitely got to be some defensive adjustments on the part of South Range. They have to adjust. And I think they got the players. I don't know if they have the confidence because they are kind of young. They definitely are. But they have to change something on it or Gerard will be doing this all night.
Poland has added a touchdown to their lead on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, now leading Niles 14-0. First half action from Bo Ryan Stadium.
That one is just a tough year.
I offered those guys preferred parking close to the stadium for tonight's game. Don't know if they took me up on it.
Yeah, I wonder.
Where that is.
You can't beat that parking. I mean, that is ideal.
So it is time for a Village Tavern kickoff, reminding you for nearly 100 years, the Village Tavern is one of the area's favorite local spots for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Located at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard and online at villagetavern3.com. That's Zach Leading, ready to do the kick. Two returners back deep for the Raiders inside their 10-yard line. They get a chance to mention, since we went right to kickoff, Gerard, black pants, white jerseys, black numbers with the black helmets tonight. South Range, maroon pants and jerseys with the dark gold numbers. Put this one on the turf, picked up at the 35, across the 40, and then met at about the 42-yard line before being driven back. Gerard has decided they don't want to test the returners from South Range tonight.
Yeah, and it must be something that they know that we haven't been able to see, but they must be pretty much dangerous, and they don't want to kick to them because they are definitely doing that squib kick.
So we saw the Raiders move the football on that last possession before it ended in the over-the-shoulder interception.
Yeah, I mean, something's got to come. They didn't start on the 42, 41, and now 43-yard line. So great positions to start out. And they should have got some confidence from their last drive. They definitely were able to move the football.
15 seconds to play, opening quarter, 12-0 Girard. South Range, two receivers to the right, man in motion to the right side. They will turn, give it to the running back who's trying to stretch to the outside. He'll be stopped after a 1-yard gain. That's Varshak on the carry for a gain of 1. It's 2nd down and 9. And we have come to the end of the opening quarter. After one here tonight at the home of the Raiders, it is Girard 12, South Range 0. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
1st and 10, we begin the second quarter. Toy dropping back, looking down the seam. That pass is just batted away and incomplete. Had a receiver out there, Dave, and just couldn't get enough on the football.
Yeah, he was there, and if he completes that, that's definitely into the end zone as he broke free on that little slant pattern.
So it is 3rd down and 9 for the Raiders, just underway here in quarter number 2.
I've never been there, but it was
Trips diamond formation to the right side, single back in the backfield with Nick Toy. And whistles. And Girard's going to take a timeout here early on in this second quarter. That'll be their second. We will keep it right here with a chance to look at the upcoming schedule here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. We're going to head to Beloit. Been a couple years since we've been out there to see West Branch. It'll be Alliance and West Branch. Both teams 5-1 coming into play this week.
Yeah, and that should line up there against the teams they should handle this weekend. So maybe next week, well, one of them is off. Is one off or both teams playing?
They're both playing this week.
Yeah. So going into that game, they're both 6-1. It should be a rowdy affair.
And we will also get to see the new turf at West Branch that was put in during the summer. And then 2 weeks from now, we will be right back here for some history. We will watch the first ever meeting between Cardinal Mooney and South Range.
And that's not something to be in this area. The first time to ever meet.
3rd down 9 for the Raiders. 2 to the right, wing to the right side. Single back. That's Varshak in the backfield. Toy dropping to throw, rolling to the strong side. Step it up, avoids the run. Flag on the play across the 40, 45, 50. Has the first down and out of bounds, but there's a flag back at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and if Toy would have went on and fell when when that guy hit him on the white stripe, I think they would have called a penalty there. But that holding right there, I think that's one I don't call. It's not really. It didn't have anything to do with anything right then, and he didn't really grab. But that's how it is. Those are the type of things that kill you.
So that holding penalty, they're going to call this penalty for a low block on Girard. So that is a 15-yard penalty for a low block.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's going to give South Range the first down. And we'll spot that football at the 36-yard line. After the penalty, they'll break the huddle, come to the line. 2 receivers to the right, wing to the right side. Single back in the backfield with sophomore Nick Toy. Toy going to give the ball to Varchak, running between the hashes, cut back across the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Nice run by the junior. Good vision.
Yeah, good vision and actually great patience. Because he was just waiting for a little lane to open up, and he did. And he got that extra yardage there. Nice run.
Drew Starkey now checks in at the tailback spot on this 2nd down and 2 for the Raiders. 11-10 to play, first half. It is Girard at 12 and South Range 0. Split 2 receivers to the left. Running back Starkey to the left of Toy. Starkey gets it, running to the right side, lowers the shoulder and dives down to the 25-yard line. He'll have 3 and a Raider first down.
Yeah, he keeps the drive moving.
So now, of course, Starkey gets the Raider first down.
They're starting to run to the right side of their offensive line or the left side of the defensive line of Girard. I don't know if they've found a weakness or something, but they're going that way and they're picking up good yardage.
So they will put the receiver out of the hashes to the left, one inside tight. They're going to give it to Varshak now, running up the middle, lowers the hammer inside the 15 and down to the 13-yard line. That's another first down for the Raiders.
And that's what you call running with determination there. He was not going to be denied picking up that first down. Good hard running. You got a player over there injured. More than likely is early cramps. It could be.
I was kind of shocked when I got ready to leave the house this evening. I looked in and my car said 80. I'm like, I didn't think it was supposed to be that warm today.
No, But it definitely got there.
And depending on what outlet you use, it could be anywhere between 81 and 86 tomorrow.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, hard for us to see the number of who that is down on the far sidelines.
I heard one of the guys here mention they might have had a little bit better angle than we have up here, but they said that looked like A.J. Pearson, and that would be a big issue for the Girard Indians. He's up, though. Let's see if that's who it was. He's walking, bends down. Coaches still can't see him. He's walking with a coach right in front of him.
If you didn't catch our Cleveland Cobras Coach's Corner in the pregame show, I asked Coach Pearson, how do you balance that? And he said, how they work from dad to coach, depending on what the situation is.
Yeah.
Toy has his running back to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Toy's going to keep it, and he'll be knocked down
that's late.
at the 10-yard line. Someone came in there, delivered a late pop, but no flag.
And I'm thinking the reason that wasn't called, it looked like the runner juggled the ball. It might have been coming loose, and I think he was coming in to try to jump on the ball.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 11-yard line. 2 receivers go to the left. Running back and Toy in the backfield. They'll give it to him. Sweeping to the right side. Breaks a tackle to the 5. Dives for the pylon. And he's in for the touchdown. That's a Barshak touchdown run of 11 yards for the South Range Raiders with 9:36 to play here in the first half.
Great run there. Determination. Made the first guy miss. And once he's seen his opportunity to get to that end zone, he stretched out and got to the pylon and was able to make that touchdown.
So now a big extra point in this game after Girard had the first one blocked, then failed the 2-point attempt. So Drew Starkey on to attempt the extra point that is up, and the kick is good. Big drive for the Raiders, Dave. It is now Girard 12 and South Range 7, 9:36 to play first half. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, I tell you, that was impressive there. And that's what we've been looking for. Their last drive was impressive until it bogged down on them there. But I tell you, they're able to move the football. Now it's time to make that defensive adjustment. And if they can do that, we already got a ball game right now, 12-7. They're right there. They get in the end zone again. They're in the lead. So make that adjustment on defense. Come out and start, just putting a little bit to Girard. Challenge them. Got to challenge them.
And you definitely see those in-game offensive adjustments that the Raiders have made.
Yeah, absolutely. And they made a discerning fact that they're going to run the football no matter what. And I think that was a good idea because they can mix in a little pass, but they are running the football effectively, and they're determined to do so. And by sticking by that, they're able to stay in this ballgame.
Kickoff brought to you by the Village Tavern in Hubbard, located at 746 North Main Street. Find them online at villagetavern3.com. So set to kick the football away. Girard has 3 returners standing at their 15-yard line. They don't believe they're going to kick this one deep either. Puts his foot into this one. This is going to be caught about the 14-yard line. Sweeping to the outside. Looking for some blockers across the 25 sideline, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to go down the sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Girard. They brought the kickoff back.
And that's Lipinski. That's the 9th grader that we just talked about. We've seen his athleticism in the one game. Didn't use him a lot, but we've seen just a little bit of action. He did get in last time and then showed that he could score and play with the big boys. He's been in ever since, and this guy is showing a lot.
So Lipinski takes the kickoff back. We'll get you the official distance here shortly.
Yeah, it looked like it was about 84 yards, but I'm not sure. Right in that area.
So now the Indians will keep the offense out there. That's Pearson back in there at the quarterback spot. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Got a single back in the backfield with him. Pearson takes the snap, now flips it to the receiver coming across who tries to cut back, broke a couple tackles.
That's Lipinski again.
And Lipinski gets the 2-point conversion.
You tell me that guy is not an asset on this team, and look forward to watching him.
So Lipinski brought the kickoff back for the touchdown. Then they kind of put him in motion and just flipped him the football. And he had an option of either cutting it up or he could have taken it to the outside as well.
Yeah. And the shorter distance was cutting it up, and smart decision there.
So South Range got right back in it with that nice drive that ended in the Varchak touchdown run. And Girard came right back and put 8 quick points up on the board.
And that's what hurts so much, because you just seen the success of your offense, move that football, and then to give up a special teams explosive, it really hurts.
So they had a holding penalty on the Indians on that 2-point conversion. Didn't see the flag, Dave.
Yeah, sure did. I'm actually looking for them to get ready to set up for the kickoff because I didn't see any flag.
I was looking, I'm like, why are both teams down to that side? So take the 2 points off the board. It's 18-7. And the Indians again will attempt the extra point. One receiver to the right side, 2 to the left. Single back in the backfield. 2-point conversion attempt for Girard. Pearson takes the snap. Going to try and throw the fade into the corner, and that pass is caught for the 2-point conversion.
Dropped it right in there. You can't let the... Boy. It's tough for me.
Algiers in the corner for 2.
It's tough for me when I look at any defensive backs of any team. Doesn't matter. It's just certain things. It's just basic right there. You never let anybody behind. You're there, singled up. Get on that outside shoulder and don't allow him to get past you. Don't let that upfield shoulder get by you. And because they can drop it in there. And he dropped that right in there.
Yeah, that was a nice ball thrown over the shoulder of the defensive back into the corner. And just in that corner where the back pylon is.
Yeah. And the reason you want to don't let that upfield shoulder, you can force that receiver to the out of bounds. So when that ball gets there, you might can make a play, make it tough for him to get a foot down inbounds, but
so with 9:22 to play in this first half, it is Girard 20 and South Range 7, and this possession again becomes big for the Raiders offensively.
Yeah, absolutely it does, and they got to come back and try to do the same thing and try to drive this football.
It seemed like they found something running to their right, to the defense's left.
Yeah, they sure have. And the running backs were making great decisions on being patient and then cutting upfield. And they're doing an excellent job. So let's see what they can do.
Leedy set to kick. South Range 2 returners right about their own 10-yard line. Puts it on the ground. That ball is going to be covered up quickly by one of the up men for the Girard special teams.
Yeah, he did an excellent job. You know, you don't see that too quick with a lineman to be able to field that ball like that, but he did an excellent job in doing so.
That's Jacob Emsch, the sophomore, who just fell on that football.
Yeah.
Smart play not to try to return it. You've got great field position at your own 47-yard line. Two receivers to the left, man in motion. Settles on that left side. That's Tommy Valentine. They're going to run it. Slips inside a tackle across the 45. Still on his feet down to the 42-yard line. And a flag near the end of that run.
Yeah, they'll tack another 15 onto that. If it's that 15 variety, let's see what they put down. He definitely grabbed the face mask.
It's going to be a personal foul for a face mask against the Indians.
So they will tack on another 15 yards after the penalty. We saw that on the previous drive. A 15-yard penalty aided that drive by South Range.
Absolutely. And, they did exactly what you just had alluded to as far as them running to the right, as I was talking about earlier, and then cutting upfield, and they have found something in that Girard defense to attack, and they're able to do it.
Penalty after the run puts the ball at the Girard 28-yard line. Single receiver, that's Tommy Titus out to the left. Two guys in tight. Gave it to Varshak, and this time he got tripped up after maybe a 1-yard gain. He tried to cut back, and as he did, kind of just got tackled by the feet.
Yep, they were able to trip him up right inside there.
It will come to the sidelines. Drew Starkey going to check into the backfield. Toy gets the play from the sidelines. He'll sprint it in. 17 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle. Single receivers to each side of the formation. Tommy Valentine on a wing to the right side. Hiscox goes in motion. Toy to throw. Looking down the seam. Looking for Hiscox, and it's batted away at the last second and incomplete. Just a little too much air on that throw.
Yeah, just a little bit. And I think the defender was able to get his hands on it a little bit. Looked like he deflected it just a touch to throw that off.
Coming up at halftime, we'll get you the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. We'll also have this week's edition of the President's Athletic Conference Football Report with Commissioner Joanne Derko. Raiders 2 to the left, wing to the right side, and Tommy Valentine. Girard showing some pressure at the line. Play clock at 5. Toy to throw. Looks downfield of that ball. One hand intercepted at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he was throwing to a spot where the receiver is supposed to be, but the defense was right there. I think he had made up his mind where he was going with the football, because on the opposite side, there was a guy that was open, and he could have hit him. He was no one around him.
Braxton Sloan comes up with the interception. Girard takes over on their own 5-yard line. 8:21 to play in the half, 20-7 in favor of Girard. This critical Northeast 8 Athletic Conference matchup. Pearson drops into his own end zone, looks to run, and he's going to be able to push the pile out back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10 from the 5.
Yeah, he was able to get out there. I thought they had almost bottled him up for a safety there. But he got out of the end zone. He showed some determination to get out of there.
2nd and 10 from the 5. Indians break the huddle. 23 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers right, trips to the left side. Pearson walking up to the line, setting up his offensive line. He'll stand at the goal line as he drops to throw. Stepping up in the pocket again, avoids the rush. This time takes a big hit and goes down at the 5-yard line. It's going to be third down coming up for the Indians.
Yeah, and I tell you, they got him bottled up down there, keeping him on the 5-yard line. He still wasn't able to get anything there.
So, sticks say third down and 9. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the half. Raiders adjusting their defensive front. Play clock at 10 seconds. Pearson 1 to the right, 3 to the left side. Slot man goes in motion. Pearson rolling into the back of the end zone. Ball is going to be caught across the 15 and down to the 17-yard line. Who is it? Mario Lipinski with another catch.
Yeah, I'm just, this kid just continue to work on his game and do things. To see what he's doing as a 9th grader, he looks like he's been playing for some time.
5'9", 175-pound freshman gets the first down catch. 2 receivers right and 2 to the left side. Pearson alone in the backfield. Play clock at 10. Takes the snap at 8 seconds. Quarterback draw right up the middle across the 20. And down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of close to 6. It's 2nd down and 4 for the Indians.
Boy, they needed to get off the field when they had them bottle up there. Now you're giving them space.
Got a whistle and a stoppage momentarily here. So they're going to adjust the game clock to 6:37. That's what it sounded like in our crowd mic. 20-7, our score in favor of the Girard Indians here tonight in this first half of action on the Youngstown Patricians high school football game of the week. 5 receivers as Pearson drops to throw, swings the ball out, receiver makes the catch, and
I think he's still a little
going to be
short.
about a yard shy. That's Joey Algiers on the reception for the junior. It's going to be 3rd down and about a yard to go.
Going to bring up a 3rd and short now, please.
Play clock at 20 seconds. Doesn't seem to really affect Girard at all with the play clock.
No, not the way they go in there.
Check it with the sidelines. Clock is down under 10 seconds now on 3rd down and 1.
Must going to take a timeout.
They will. So Girard will take the timeout. 5:44 to play in the half. It is Girard at 20, South Range 7 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Coach Pearson using the timeout. He will be left with 1 for the final 5:44. It's a big 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Indians. They put 2 receivers to the right.
I think he's going to throw straight. He could throw straight out to the receiver. Gave him
1 to the left side, single back in the backfield. We got the ready for play. Pearson overlooking that South Range defense on 3rd down and 1. They turn and check with the sidelines. Everyone stands up and looks, including the entire offensive line. Play clock down to 8 seconds as they turn back to the field. Down to 5 seconds. Pearson takes the snap. He's going to run it right up the middle, and he'll have the 1st down to the 30-yard line. He'll gain 2, and that'll move the chains for the Indians.
Yeah, another set of downs now. I think they'll go, in my opinion, they're going to go right back to the air now.
So 1st and 10 from their 31-yard line. Girard right to left here in this 2nd quarter. And have 1 receiver to the right, trips to the left side. It's Wade, Algiers, Sloan, and Lipinski, the starting 4 core receivers for Girard. Pearson alone in the backfield, takes the snap, tries to go underneath, and that pass a little too far out in front of the receiver, but a late flag came into play as well.
See, we've seen something in that line area. Let's see what the call.
Might get a pass interference penalty here.
Look like a legal man downfield.
So that is another penalty for Girard. That has been a bit of a problem here in the first half for them.
Yeah.
So that'll back the Indians up 5 yards. So bring up a 1st and 15 for Girard. We are down to 5:04 to play here in the first half. Pearson to throw. Twists the hips, takes the shot downfield, and that pass is going to be caught inside the 40.
Now they're going to call it?
What did they?
Yeah, I think they called it a catch and then a fumble.
So that was Joey Algiers on the catch. They're going to spot the football, call it a good catch down to the 39-yard line. Girard not going to waste time now after that call. Come right back to the line. Going to put Algiers in motion. Now 2 to the right and 3 to the left. Pearson going to run it right up the middle. Met a wall of Raider defenders and then got pushed back, but able to continue to drive the football.
Yes, he was.
Down to the 29-yard line. It's going to be second and less than 1.
Yeah, I mean, they had him stopped for about a 3-yard gain, but he came out of that pile and then ran over a couple people there to get 9 yards on that play.
We mentioned it, over 700 yards rushing and 16 touchdowns for Pearson coming into play tonight. Coach Rock and the Raiders going to use a timeout. Gives us a chance to keep it right here. And you look at those numbers through 6 games for A.J. Pearson. At 2,100 total yards through 6 games.
Yeah. That's something. I mean, that's 350 yards a game average.
Yeah, that is putting up some big numbers.
Yeah, it's 350 yards of total yards.
So clock stopped at 4:32 to play here in the first half of action. Again, don't forget next Friday night on the Youngstown Patricians high school football game of the week. We head to the NBC Conference. That's the Northeast Buckeye Conference, as it is Alliance and West Branch, both 5-1 coming into play tonight.
Yeah, that should be one heck of a game.
Second down and 1 for the Indians. Trips right, single receiver left side. Single back in the backfield. Pearson dropping to throw. Fires downfield inside the 20-yard line. They'll spot his knee down at the 20. Braxton Sloan on the reception.
I just don't understand it. They actually was there, but they're not able to react.
And the way Pearson throws the football, either you catch it or it will catch you.
Oh, yeah, he put something on it. No doubt about that. And that was a smart throw, so he threw it low since they did have defenders down there.
Pearson will take the snap. Now rolling out, sets up the screen across the 20, 15, 10, blockers to the 5, and into the end zone for a Girard, a touchdown. With 3:54 to play in the half.
And look, there's Jeremiah Hunter, the guy that we seen last time. They put him in towards the end, playing, and he's a senior. And I don't know if they had somebody got banged up a little bit, but he's been in the game and able to catch that and take it to the house.
You haven't seen much of Sam Scott the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if something must have happened.
So now the Indians will attempt the 2-point conversion. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left side. Pearson alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Little jump pass and the receiver wide open, able to reach up and make the catch for the 2-point conversion. That is Alan Hess Cardona, and it is now 28-7 Girard.
Boy, I tell you, just a few minutes ago, it was 12-7, and we was looking for something in that kickoff, and then it takes a little bit out of you, the wind out of the sails, as they say in it. And then they're having real big problems with being able to stop this team.
You are listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus media station, and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One Network. Mark Means, Dave Clark with you today from the home of the Raiders. On that Discount Power Sports scoreboard, it is Mineral Ridge 14, Camel 7. as they play in the second quarter. And Poland is now pulled ahead of Niles 35-0 in the first half of that one. This South Range team will head to Niles to play the Red Dragons at Bull Stadium next week.
You get healthy quick when you go there. Shouldn't say that on there.
It's been a tough year for the Red Dragons.
And it's, just remembering Red Dragons and what they have been over the years, it's hard to see this team just not being able to be competitive.
Exceptionally young, only two seniors on that roster, a sophomore, a second-year starter, a sophomore quarterback.
Yeah.
Time for a Village Tavern kickoff. If you're looking for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere, visit the Village Tavern in Hubbard. That kick is a live ball, picked up at the 30, loose on the 28-yard line, and Raiders able to come out of there with the football, so they will have the ball and 3:49 to play here in the first half.
Boy, that could have been disastrous if the Indians get that ball once again. So, and when they took that bounce, I think he lost it on the bounce after that in the lights.
Raiders will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line.
So 1st and 10 Raiders, left to right from their 29-yard line. Going to put one receiver out to the right side, another in close to the line of scrimmage with a wing. Valentine goes in motion to the left side, splits as a slot to that left. Toy takes the snap, fires downfield, pass caught across the 40, still on his feet to the 45-yard line and near midfield, continuing to drive downfield. A big gain to the passing game for the Raiders.
Yeah, nice play, and then the toughness there to catch that ball. Instead of stepping out of bounds, he twisted and did a little bit more and picked up an extra 5 yards. Still determination out there. As the Raiders are showing, there's no left in fight there. They steady trying to come back.
Number 29, Daniel Landis checking in for the Raiders. They'll put two receivers to the right, wing to the left side. Going to give it to the new ball carrier, trying to turn the corner across midfield and down near the 48-yard line.
Yeah, look, he still was able to pick up a couple yards there. And they actually strung that one out a lot wider than I think South Range wanted to go. But he still was able to pick up a few yards on the play.
So Landis will check out. Tommy Valentine back in the ball game. Two receivers to the left. Barshak to tailback. Toy fakes it to him. Fires downfield. Receiver makes the catch. Turns upfield. He'll have a first down to the 39-yard line.
Nice play there. Put that ball on target.
Gavin Hiscox on the reception. The junior has done well catching the football and then yards after catch.
Yeah, absolutely. He's done an excellent job of that.
They're going to spot the ball back about a yard down to the 40-yard line. 2:23, clock rolling here in the first half. Wing to the left, two receivers right side. Toy, three-step drop, now rolls out to the wide side. Got a nice block, turns it upfield across the 35. And will go out of bounds near the 33-yard line. His offensive line did a nice job to kind of seal that edge off for him to turn upfield. Kellen Pitzer, a senior on that offensive line, did a nice job to get the block, but nothing extra.
Yeah, get him outside.
Two receivers go to the left side. Valentine on the wing to the right side. They're going to run it on second down.
There's the cut lane.
Cut back, has the first down on his feet and working down to the 26-yard line. Jason Varshak on the carry will be a first down for the Raiders.
Nice little run there.
First down.
Game clock now under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. 28-7 in favor of Girard. South Range offense on the move. Two receivers left, one to the right side. Toy to throw. Has time, now steps up, dumps it downfield, and a flag comes in at the end of the play.
When it's thrown in that area, it's usually holding.
And that is the early indication that it is holding. You were listening to the Youngstown Patricians high school football game of the week. The Patricians semi-pro football team is looking for post-high school and college talent to join their roster. For more information, check out the Youngstown Patricians on Facebook or call John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. Got a player down right in front of the South Range bench at about the 42-yard line. Clock stopped, 1:37 to play here in this first half. Last night, right here on Sports Radio 1240, Dave, we heard the 49ers get a big road win in L.A.
Yeah, they was able to take care of business there. And I can tell you, as we discussed this on the way over, Kyle Shanahan wanted to draft Mac Jones back in that draft, and he was overruled by John Lynch and the owner to go with Trey Lance.
Now, my question to you is about that game last night. Was that a 49ers home game, or was that a Rams home game? It was hard to tell at some point.
Well, whenever you're playing at the Rams stadium, it's always the other team's home game. I don't know what they don't care in L.A. I'm just going to tell you.
It's not like the Yankees when they were denying Red Sox fans tickets for the opening round of the playoffs.
Not like that.
You're saying they will take anybody's money.
Yeah, anybody.
So off the injury stoppage. First and 20. Back at the 36-yard line for the Raiders. Two to the left. Toy back to throw. Feeling some pressure, unloads it downfield, pass caught by the receiver, Jason Varshak, and he's able to get a couple of yards out of that. And I will say this from experience, Raider band's got to watch when they're playing and when they're not, because they were playing during that play.
Yes.
I may or may not have been part of a band that was flagged for playing during play.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, and it's shocking because it does.
It doesn't happen often, but I've seen the penalty called. Second down, 19. Toy to throw. Three-step drop.
Got it.
Timing ball. Out there and just a little too much on the throw as the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, that one there, he was running free. And he had to put a little bit more air under the ball and allow him to just run under.
Looking for the intended receiver that time for the Raiders, Daniel Landis, the sophomore. Landis will come to the sidelines. Tommy Valentine will check back in. Play clock down to 8 seconds, down to 52 seconds remaining in the first half. They snap it with 1 on the clock. Toy rolling to the short side. And he got a big hit as he went out of bounds on the sidelines. Coming up for Girard, that is number 5, Alan Hess-Cardona, the fullback linebacker.
Yeah. That was close there. He almost took his head and decapitated him. I mean, he came up on that sideline. He's got to get down.
So it is 4th down, 19 for the Raiders from the 35. Trailing 28-7, they keep the offense out there. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side. Valentine in motion from right to left. Toy, 3-step drop. Sophomore taking a shot downfield, ball hung up in the air and got batted away at the 10-yard line, incomplete. Girard will take over on downs with 37 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, they're desperate to try to get some type of score and has been unable.
28-7, Girard leading South Range. We mentioned this earlier. Girard will face Poland, who's 5-1. We know how good the Bulldogs have been this year. South Range will head to Bo Ryan Stadium to take on Niles, who has struggled in the first half of the season. So Girard will take over on a downs from the 35-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. Pearson, play fake. Time. Now the pocket collapses around him, and they will push him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. About 3 Raiders there to escort him out of bounds. And then about 5 Raiders go over and pick him up, pat him on the head, and send him back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You love seeing that, Dave.
Yeah. I mean, that was just, he's hit before he went out.
Play to the whistle, and then pick each other up.
Yeah, that's it.
Play clock at 22 seconds, 28 seconds on the game clock. Now Girard just going to take a knee with Pearson, and they will elect to head into the locker rooms. So after 2 quarters, our scoring here tonight from Raiders Stadium, it is Girard at 28, South Range 7. We'll take a break. When we come back on the other side of the break, we'll begin the halftime show here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
And we welcome you back. Halftime here from the home of the South Range Raiders at Raider Stadium. Girard with a 28-7 lead. It is now time for this week's edition of the PAC Report with Commissioner Joanne Derko.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report for October 4th, 2025. I'm Joe Underko. This week we will take a quick look back at last Saturday's football action in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing Week 5 contests this Saturday. All 5 PAC road teams posted league victories on September 27th, while Westminster had the weekend off. In a battle of 2024 PAC co-champions, W&J opened the game with 34 unanswered points en route to a 34-14 final at Grove City. Geneva and Waynesburg each improved to 2-0 in league play with wins, with the Golden Tornadoes posting a 28-16 decision at Allegheny, and the Yellow Jackets rolling past Teal 45-14. Case Western Reserve earned its first win of the season, blanking Bethany 55-0. Finally, Hiram won its first league contest since returning to the PAC with a 40-38 shootout victory at St. Vincent. Offensive PAC Player of the Week honors in Week 5 went to W&J senior quarterback Kellen Stahl, who threw for 337 yards and 2 TDs and rushed for another score at Grove City. Defensive laurels went to Geneva junior D lineman Colton Hill, with 8 tackles, including 3.5 for losses and 2 sacks at Allegheny. Special teams recognition went to W&J senior kicker punter Devin Wyatt, who made all 6 kicks, including 2 field goals, while averaging 38 yards per punt. Newcomer of the week was Hiram freshman Devin Tufts, with 10 catches for 179 yards and 2 TDs at St. Vincent. Week 5 again features 5 league contests, while Teal has the weekend off. The lone night game highlights the schedule, as 2-2 Geneva looks to improve to 3-0 in PAC play when they host Presbyterian rival 1-2 Grove City at Reeves Field at 7:30 p.m. It's the 99th all-time meeting in the historic series dating back to 1893, with Grove City leading 47-43-8. The Wolverines have won the last 4 meetings, including a 41-0 blanking in Grove City a year ago. Veteran Geneva head coach Gino DeMarco previews the primetime matchup.
They're very, very good. And we're going to have to play the best game we've played all year, which we're trying to. All of us as coaches are in the business of the process of improvement, and that's what we hope to do.
After a bye week in Week 4, 2-1 Westminster returns to the gridiron when the Titans host 0-3 Bethany at Harold Burry Stadium in New Wilmington at 1 p.m. It's the 62nd all-time meeting in a series that has been dominated by the Titans 47-12-2, including a 49-7 Westminster win in West Virginia last season. Veteran Westminster head coach Scott Benzel talked about the team having a back-to-camp mentality during the off week.
There's a lot of things that we had to get caught up on. There's some areas of concern for us in terms of shoring up some things. And so we took those, 3 or 4 days to address that and then rest up a bunch of banged up, injured Titans.
It's homecoming week in Latrobe as 1-3 St. Vincent hosts 1-2-1 Case Western Reserve at Chuck Knoll Field at 1 p.m. Case has won 9 of 11 all-time meetings between the programs since the restart of Bearcat football in 2007. with the last St. Vincent win in the series being a 42-40 home victory in 2021. One highlight to open the season for the Bearcats has been the explosive passing connection between quarterback Jack Phillips and wideout Chris Downs, who has a league-best 639 receiving yards in 4 games. St. Vincent first-year head coach Casey Goff talks about the reasons for the duo's early success.
Chris and Jake both take pride in their positions and what they do, and they work extremely hard at it. And they work hard in the meeting rooms, they work hard in the field, and they've been able to develop that connection.
In other Week 5 conference contests, 2-2 Waynesburg also looks to improve to 3-0 in league play, as the Yellow Jackets host 1-3 Allegheny at Wiley Stadium in Waynesburg at 1 p.m. The teams first met in 1922, with Allegheny winning the first 6 meetings, before Waynesburg posted its first ever win over the Gators last year, winning a 44-41 shootout in Meadville. Finally, 1-2 Washington and Jefferson travels to face 2-2 Hiram at Henry Field in Hiram at 1 p.m. It's the 20th all-time meeting between the programs, with the Presidents leading 11-7-1. The teams last met back in 1992, with W&J defeating Hiram 61-6. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other information. You can follow us on social media via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Halftime here at the home of the Raiders as the Raiders celebrate Homecoming 2025 tonight. They trail Girard by a score of 28-7. As we sit at halftime, and this high-powered Girard offense, averaging just a hair under 50 points per game, is rolling in the first half.
Yeah, they sure are, and it's not been a lot of resistance from South Range. They did make a run early, getting this game to 12-7, but right after that, ensuing kickoff touchdown for Girard, and they have just continued to be able to put that assault on them, and they are very hard to stop. And I think they get the second half kickoff too.
Yes, they should.
Yeah, and that really can bother you also. You know they got to come back against that offense.
Looking at some of the scores around the Valley. Scoreboard, as always, brought to you by Discount Power Sports, your go-to store for ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. You can find them at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call them at 330-717-4441. Some scores around the Valley tonight. Mineral Ridge with a 14-13 lead over Camel at halftime as the Red Devils celebrate homecoming tonight.
Yeah, and I guess that, they haven't played really bad this year. Camel's been competitive, and they're showing a lot of competition there because Mineral Ridge has been on a roll.
East, after their win last week over Niles, they lead Beaver Local 20-7 at halftime. Cardinal Mooney leading Cheney 10-0 at halftime. Crestview, the Rebels, they are 6-0, looking to go to 7-0. A 27-0 first half lead over Newton Falls. The Rebels are having a big year.
Yeah, they sure are. And we've been hearing about that. And we thought they were going to be decent, but we didn't know they was going to be this good, and they have been on the roll.
Hubbard's 5-1. They lead Howland 21-0 as that game approaches halftime. Brookfield played much better football after a rough start to the season, leading LeBray 20-7. Lakeview and Struthers approaching halftime. Lakeview leading Struthers 13-8. This is a game I thought was interesting for a lot of different reasons, but two very good football teams in Garrettsville, Garfield, Liberty. Leopards at home up 21-6.
Yeah, and we've seen them early. I think that right after the first week we got to see Liberty, and we didn't know what they would be about, how good they'd be, but so far their season has been going great.
Yeah, they have played some really good football this year. Canfield leading Louisville 20-7. McDonald and Lowellville tied up at 14. That score is a little surprising.
Yeah, it's definitely surprising. What we done seen with McDonald being so efficient in all phases of the game. They're getting their money's worth from the Louisville Rockets.
Other games going on in the Valley tonight. Champion and Southeast tied at 14 at the break. Western Reserve with a 6-0 lead over Springfield at halftime. We were impressed by the Tigers last week.
Yeah, sure was. And I thought they would definitely go out and take care of Western Reserve, but Western Reserve got other ideas so far tonight.
Big game for the state of Ohio. It is United with a 28-18 lead over undefeated East Palestine. That's a big game down there.
Yeah, it sure is. And we talked about that early off air. And here they got a good one going, only a 10-point lead. We know that could change quickly.
Warren Harding and Boardman getting together tonight. 3-0 Raiders at the break.
Yeah, well, they done played in some weird games, some tight games, and it's always interesting to see just what they're doing.
And we will see West Branch next week. They lead Marlington 42-0. That game is approaching halftime.
Yeah, they're gearing up for next week, and it should be a heck of a game next week. At least that's what we hope. We need to see a good one in this. Maybe that'll be the one for us.
Looking ahead on our schedule, we mentioned that Alliance in West Branch next Friday. 2 weeks from now, we are right back here for the first ever meeting between Cardinal Mooney and South Range. And you look at the latest edition of the computer rankings that came out this week, and those two teams in the same region, in the top 7 or 8 of that region. So that's going to have it's a non-conference matchup with lots of points at stake.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very important game. And the thing about it, we are one of the few broadcasting teams to be able to say we were at the very first meeting of South Range in Milton.
And that is an interesting schedule, the way matchup, the way it was reported. That is a 3-game series with 2 being hosted by South Range and 1 by Cardinal Mooney. You don't really see a 3-game series very often.
Yeah, you don't see that. Usually they want it even. But to be able to just put that together, you think about in this area, for them to be the first time ever meeting, that is something. And it's a pleasure that we'll be able to do that game.
And we did this game week 10 last year when it was played at Austintown Fitch. This year it'll be played at Mollenkoff Stadium. Austintown Fitch and Warren Harding round out our regular season. Falcons looking to lock up playoff spot. Raiders trying to move their way up the rankings in Division 2.
So, yeah, they've played some tight games against some top competition, but they need those playoff points to be able to try to sneak in there and get in the playoffs.
First half scoring recap looks like this. It was Girard that got on the board first. 7:54 to play in the opening quarter. It was A.J. Pearson to Braxton Sloan, a 12-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was blocked. It was 6-0 in favor of the Indians. Just 21 seconds to go in that first quarter. It was Pearson to the freshman receiver, Mario Lipinski, from 21 yards out. The Indians went for 2 and failed. It was a 12-0 lead for Girard at that point. And then for South Range, they responded. A Jason Varshak 11-yard touchdown run. The extra point by Drew Starkey made it 12-7. And then Mario Lipinski, 84 yards on the kickoff return on the very next play. And then a 2-point conversion pushed the lead to 20-7 in favor of the Indians.
Yeah, it did. And I tell you, that was a backbreaker on that play. And I'm just amazed here. I don't know how you feel about it, Mark, but I'm sitting here looking at this Lipinski kid, and it is just hard for me to think that kid is only probably 14 years old. He's a freshman, so he's probably 14, 15 years old.
My notes say RF instead of FR.
Yeah.
I clearly don't know how to abbreviate it at all.
But that kid there is something else, something special. He got speed, elusive, and power. He will run you over too. So I mean, they are looking good for the years coming.
Not super tall, but as you said, only a freshman at 5'9". But at 175 already, he's a strong young man.
Yeah, and you can look at his frame. When you look at him there, you can see he has that, and all he can do is just enhance that as he go. And, man, this guy could be something.
And then a 3:54 remaining in the half. It was Pearson to Hunter from 21 yards out. The 2-point conversion, good. And it is 28-7. Girard leading South Range here at the break. And they'll get the football to begin the third.
Yeah, so the adjustments, as we've been saying, there got to be some defensive adjustments. They're going to have to do that because as long as they continue to play that umbrella defense, I don't think they have any shot at stopping Girard at all.
And when you stop and think about it, we have had an opportunity to see a a lot of the really good football teams in the Valley through the first 6.5 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
We see Girard now for the second time. We've seen McDonald. We've seen Austintown Fitch. Of course, other fantastic teams in the Valley. We talk about East Liverpool. You talk about Crestview that's undefeated. Poland has one loss. Canfield is rolling. They've gone through a gauntlet of a schedule to play at this point so far this year. And they are 6-0 and leading Louisville at halftime. And Louisville, not what they were a few years ago, but still a good program.
Yeah, still a good program. And there's a lot of great teams in the Valley. And, I even think about my team, my alma mater in East High last year, Cheney also. They have played a schedule, and they've been able to win. They've shown the winning ways, and it's something just our whole entire Trumbull and Mahoney County. It has been great. Columbiana County, too. We got to get them all in there because we have some great football in this area.
It has been an exciting season, and it's only going to get better down the stretch for the final 3 weeks of the regular season as every time, every game, every matchup, every computer point is critical.
It's critical.
I talked to Poland's Coach Pat Lansky this week, and I said, Coach, do you talk to your team about the computer rankings? And he says, as a staff, we don't talk to them about that. We know they talk about it. They know what's going on, but it's not something as the team we discuss.
Yeah, and that's right. You don't put all the pressure. You go out, perform, do your job, and everything will take care. That's how you got to look at it.
Both teams back out on the field getting ready to begin the third quarter. We'll take our final break. We'll come back and get ready to kick off the third quarter here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Both teams going through their stretching and warm-up period as we get set to begin the third quarter here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Dave Girard will get the football to begin the third quarter. But when you look at their approach for the second half, they have, well, what we've seen, they are an aggressive, attacking offense, almost to the point where they feel like there's never enough points on the board.
Yeah, and that's true. They don't really take the foot off the gas pedal. They just continue to attack, continue to play the same kind of football. And sometimes, when you try to turn off and lay back, you can get complacent over time, and they won't allow that to happen. They keep the pressure on, so you know they're going to come out here and try to score once again.
So as these two teams get ready to begin this third quarter,
They all gather and loosen up now before they come out. So we're trying to see if they're just trying to look at body language sometimes to see what it, but I don't see that hanging of the heads or anything from South Range. So I think they will come out, put their best effort. I'm very curious to see what type of defensive adjustments they will make because, as I said, I do believe Girard will attack. They will look to attack and try to score once again right off the bat. I'm interested to know will they try to kick the ball off since they've seen what happened the last time when they kicked it deep. I don't know if they'll do that again.
Yeah, they really have not been aggressive kicking the football downfield. We apologize. We lost our signal here from the broadcast position there for a little bit, but we are back with you and ready for the third quarter kickoff, brought to you by the Village Tavern in Hubbard. Girard will have 3 men back deep to return this kick. And we are underway in the third quarter. Runs up on it at the 25, trying to get to the outside. And the special teams there for South Range to make the stop and deny him from turning the corner.
Yep, Hunter trying to get to the outside, but I want to see what type of adjustments.
Going to halftime at Memorial Stadium in Hubbard. Hubbard leading Howland 24-0 on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. So 1st and 10 for A.J. Pearson and the Indians. They'll have 3 to the right, 1 to the left side, single back in the backfield with Pearson, the sophomore starting quarterback. He will drop to throw on first down. Being flushed out, will roll to the right side. Going to throw on the run as 2 receivers out there and hit him in stride down the sidelines with blocks. 20, 15, 10, 5. And that is a touchdown for the Girard Indians. 76 yards on the touchdown pass for Pearson.
Lipinski is the reception.
So 11:37 to play. 76 yards. Pearson to Lipinski.
Oh, my God. I mean, I'm speechless right now.
And 2 receivers out there to choose from down the sidelines. And Mario Lipinski with his 2nd touchdown reception. Snap and the kick is up, and it is just inside the uprights by Leedy and good. 11:37 to play, third quarter. Girard at 35, South Range 7. We'll step aside for a quick break and be back on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team Pride Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Well, Dave, it's A.J. Pearson to Mario Lipinski, this time 76 yards out, and the young freshman is putting up some big numbers tonight.
He's putting on a show, I tell you. And that right there, I watched him on his route there. He had no resistance, so he's able to run free, and he's too fast and elusive to let him run free. You got to throw him off, and maybe the pass rush can get to Pearson, but this is really tough.
Zach Leedy will kick the football away. Raiders, 2 returners back deep at the 10-yard line. They're going to adjust the lineup. Now Leedy ready, gets his foot into this one. That is going to be off of one returner, picked up across the 10, 15, 20, 25, seam 30, 35, down to the outside across the 40 and down near the 43-yard line. And the Raiders start with good field position on this drive on the Village Tavern kickoff.
Yeah, nice little return there. He was trying to get to that on the left side, get to that outside portion, and he may have had an opportunity, but they were able to bring him down there. But good field position to start off on this drive, out to the 43-yard line once again.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard, Massillon Perry, Austintown Fitch tied at 7 as they play in the third quarter. Raiders will start with two receivers to the right of the formation, single back in the backfield with sophomore quarterback Nick Toy, who hands it off on first down. And no running room up the middle. That Girard defense stands tall and pushes them back for no gain. It's going to bring up a second down and 10. You know, we talk about the high scoring offense that Girard has, averaging just under 50 points per game. They're holding the opposition to just 14.2 points per game defensively this year as well.
Yeah, they have shown it on both sides of football so far here.
Second down and 11. They mark a loss of 1 on that run. Valentine in motion, left to right, settles right side. Toy dropping the throw. Time, fires underneath, pass caught to the 50, stutter step to the 45, down to the 40. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's Gavin Hiscox on the reception. And that's one thing I've been impressed by the Raiders, that stop on a dime ability to let the tackler go by and get upfield for an extra 6-7 yards.
Yeah, I like that. And another thing I like, too, is watching their body language. You don't see guys hanging their head. They're still trying to compete out there.
Two receivers to the left. Jason Varchak, the running back. He's going to get the handoff running to the right side. Cuts back, lowers the shoulder, and he's down to about the 36-yard line. The gain of 4 on first down sets up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing an excellent job being able to cut and get upfield when they run the football.
Toy gets the play. He'll bring it in from the near sidelines. Raiders break the huddle with Tommy Titus, the receiver, to the left side. We're going to have Valentine and Hiscox to the left as well. Single back next to Toy, gives it to Varchak, running up the middle.
Until able to get a couple there.
And he's able to get the ball down to the 35-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 4 yards to go for the Raiders.
Yeah, they're trying to run up inside and get as much as they can. And this is the type of thing you like, 2nd and 5. Actually, yeah, they didn't change. Yeah, there it is.
Going to put 3 receivers close to the formation to the left side. Toy takes the snap, pulls it back, fires downfield, receiver open, first down. And it'll go down at the 25-yard line.
There you go. I was going to say, if they let that one go, it's going to be a problem.
And another
one. I hope they didn't say something back to him.
And we'll have to wait and see. The flag was thrown for the hit out of bounds.
For sure.
And then there was a second flag a few seconds later.
Yeah, that would just nullify it if that's the case. But it could be on both, could be on Girard.
And we'll have to wait for them to sort out the penalty. Clock stopped at 9:16 to play here in the third. And a 35-7 lead for the Girard Indians. So they're sorting out the penalty and pointing back and forth by about 3 officials that'll hut it up at the 26-yard line. Taking a little bit of extra time to sort this one all out.
Yeah, sure.
So looking like this could potentially be offsetting.
Yeah.
So now we get the call from our referee working the game here tonight.
dead ball for sportsmanlike 44. Go stop, set up, first down.
This is what I thought, Mark. I said, I think this might be on, and they're big like that. Best just don't say anything. You need every inch you can get.
So South Range takes over after that first down run at the Girard 24-yard line. Single back to the right of Toy. Slot receiver comes in motion, left or right. Toy back to throw, feeling the pressure, flipped it to one of his running backs who was able to take off upfield as he was being thrown down to the turf. That's a heads-up play by a sophomore, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a smart play to flip it. You see his guy there. And instead of being a loss, he was able to pick up about 7 yards on the play.
So they will set up a second down, long 3 for the Raiders. Play clock now down under 20 seconds here in tonight's third quarter on the Youngstown Patricians high school football game of the week. Raiders break the huddle. Second down and 4. 2 receivers to the right side. Man comes in motion. That's Valentine. Vorshak going to run it to the short side of the field.
He's definitely close to the first down. Might be a little short, but he's definitely close.
It's going to be third down and just about 1 yard to go for the Raiders. And they've taken this possession and drove right down the field for their first possession of this third quarter.
Yeah. Well, it's imperative that they get in the end zone for sure.
Girard's going to substitute a little bit here defensively. South Range will do the same on their offensive line. Checking in, that's Jacob Emsch, a sophomore. Raiders break the huddle. And now the referee over there talking to Coach Rock. And whatever has happened, he's pointing across the field, David, is not happy with the current situation.
Yeah.
He's got his say in, and now the referee will make the long walk back across the field. Raiders facing a third down and 1. 2 receivers to the right, running back to the right of the quarterback. Valentine comes in motion. Toy's just going to keep the football, try to surge ahead for the first down.
He still might have got it. Uh-oh,
and we got a flag at the end of this play as well. Looks like Toy had the first down and then was thrown back at the end of the play.
Now, did they catch somebody South Range? Did somebody from South Range push the Girard player?
Yeah, so South Range got the first down on the run by Toy. And then a post-penalty foul as the flag was thrown rather high in the air this time.
Yeah.
So again, the run by Toy looked like it got a first down, and to see the call coming up here.
First down. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, 57 red, 15-yard penalty, first for the Tigers.
So give South Range the first down, but a dead ball, personal foul, going to back them up 15 yards.
Guys got to stay composed.
Put them way behind the sticks
way
now.
Behind the sticks, and you got to stay composed. You can't allow, if Girard is talking, let him talk. You got to continue to play football. Because all the talking all it's going to do is you're actually being emphasized more. You're the losing team. You really got to watch what you say, because that's the one that gets caught most of the time. That may not have initiated everything.
So the penalty make this 1st and 10 all the way back near the 29-yard line. On a big possession for the Raiders here as we move past the midway point at 7:53 to play in tonight's third quarter. Toy going to send his receiver Hiscox in motion. Going to swing it to Varchak out of the backfield. Makes a man miss across the 25 down to the 15-yard line. And they're going to spot him out of bounds at the 15-yard line with a nice little swing pass to the junior Jason Varchak.
Yeah, and the thing about what I like about Varchak there is, if you notice when he went down the sidelines, they came over to try to hit him, but he gave them a forearm shiver to let them know, I'm going to play with physicality in this game. See, that's between the lines. You can give a shot, you can do a couple things, but you can keep everything within the lines of the game and not get flagged for penalties.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard, third quarter, Mineral Ridge 21, Camel 13. First and 10 for the Raiders from the 15-yard line. Varchak on the run. He'll dive down to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on first down. It's 2nd and 5 for the Raiders.
Excellent job to get back down in this position where they at right now after the big penalty.
Been impressed by his ability to not lean too far over the shoulders and keep his balance.
Yeah, that's the key. I think if they do some kind of misdirection with Toy, I think he can score because they are flowing quickly to the run game.
Varchak to the right of Toy. Toy takes the snap, keeps it. Toy's going to keep the
what
football.
A shot there.
Takes a big hit at about the 7-yard line.
That could be.
So it's going to set up now a 3rd down and 2 for the Raiders.
3rd and 2. He got up. It was like this.
So Toy going to come up to the line of scrimmage. Now drop back at a pistol. Varchak 2 yards behind him. Now moves to his left side. Gives it to him, trying to run to the right side. Well, he got bottled up right at the 10-yard line. He's going to lose a couple, Dave. It's going to be 4th down now for the Raiders.
Yeah.
It's 4th and a long 5 for South Range.
Yeah.
Down to 6:17 to play in the 3rd quarter.
This is always tough when you're in this because you don't have a lot of field to work with. But you might have to, well, he's not. I thought they might spread him out a little bit and try to find some little openings in there. This is going to be tough here.
Hiscox goes in motion. Fake it to Varchak. Toy wide open, back of the end zone, 2 feet in bounds, and a Raider touchdown.
Very good play there.
So that intended target, that's Guido Miller, the junior, on the reception for the touchdown. About 5 yards out.
Number 16 is number 10's uncle. There you go, Mark. Number 16, that's number 10's uncle.
So, yeah, we get the update from the press box. Number 16 is number 10's uncle.
Yeah. Boy,
it's a family affair.
That's great there.
You never know what you'll find out on a Friday night.
Yeah, hey, you better get that ball to your uncle. You can get in trouble.
Snap down, extra point on the way, and that kick is good. 5:54 to play, 3rd quarter. It is Girard 35, South Range 14 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Well, Dave, a big touchdown drive by the Raiders as Toy hit Miller from 5 yards out. Starkey's extra point makes it 35-14. Now the Raiders need a big stop here defensively to get the football back.
Yeah, this is something they definitely have to clamp down on this team.
Varchak ready for the Village Tavern kickoff. Learn more about the Village Tavern in Hubbard by visiting villagetavern3.com. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Girard's up end, starting to creep up a little. They'll put this one in a line drive that is going to be caught at the 33 and brought back out across the 40. And we'll have to see where they spot the football. It's going to be about the 43-yard line where Girard takes over, first down and 10.
Girard will start first and 10.
Haven't been a lot from the running game tonight for Girard. If it has been, it's been A.J. Pearson running the football.
Right. They've been more in the air, but they showed that they could do it in either way. Now, this is the first time I've seen the Raiders actually play that umbrella, but a little bit closer to the receivers. So
Pearson to throw it on first down.
He's going deep. He's open.
Going to take a shot. Has a man open across the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown for Girard. He got behind the secondary, and A.J. Pearson hit him on the run.
I don't understand how you allow 14, Lipinski, to get behind you. I mean, you just got to keep the man in front of you. And I don't know if they put it looks like a zone, but then once the play develops, it looks man. And if it's man, you definitely can't allow that to happen. You have no help over top.
So that's 59 yards from Pearson to Lipinski, who's got to be approaching a 200-yard receiving game.
Yeah. Boy.
So this will bring a new kicker on to attempt the extra point. That's Maxwell Erickson, who knocks the extra point through. And that's the one thing we have learned about Girard, Dave. They can be a very quick strike offense.
And they look to strike. We said it at the time we came from the break of halftime, that they will continue to attack no matter what. They don't care what the score is. They're going to continue to attack. And some people might say, hey, that's running up but you continue to play the same brand of football that you play. And that allows your team never to be complacent. That's the way they're going to play. That's the way we're designed. And that's what we're going to do all game long.
And it's not an offense that looks to highlight a particular running back, a particular wide receiver. Pearson, as a sophomore, if you're open, he's going to get you the football.
Yeah, and Lipinski's been open all night, but he's been able to run free. That's the thing that I'm looking at. There's no jam at the line of scrimmage. There's no kind of impeding his progress, and he's too shifty and too fast to allow to be out there like that. So if you don't have any help over top, then I'm going to jam him to the outside and use that sideline. In between me, it's going to be me and the sideline.
Extra defender.
That defender. You can't jam him inside because you got no help over top, and he'll just beat you deep on a seam route.
Zach Leedy ready for the Village Tavern kickoff. He'll put this one on the turf, picked up across the 35 and thrown down at the 37-yard line. That's a horse collar, clothesline tackle, but pretty much every flag in the stadium went flying.
I think just the way he made that tackle, that was going to be called. It was yeah, it was just up there. I mean, he actually, when he came in, he hit at the shoulder pad area. But then coming in at that angle like that, he just slid right up to the head. So I know it was going to be called. And that's why I said that type of hit there, I mean, when I played, that's definitely legal.
Yeah, the game has changed since then.
Yeah, and I could not play. Probably wouldn't be able to last too long in this. As long as I had the mentality of before, there's no way I could play in this type.
So they'll call the penalty on the Girard special teams. It'll add 15 yards on to the run. And a toy and this South Range offense will take back over with 5:33 to play here in this third quarter. And 42-14 is the lead. South Range is going to start this drive inside Girard territory.
Nice
and run it with Varshak, who spun out of a tackle, continues to drive.
He was trying.
And he's down to the 46-yard line. I've been impressed. Varshak fights to the whistle. He does not want to go down.
No, he doesn't want to go down. He's a good, hard, tough runner.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7. They'll come to the line of scrimmage with Tommy Titus and Gavin Hiscox, the receivers out to the left. Tommy Valentine will now join him as well. Toy takes the snap. 5-step drop, rolling out, gonna take the shot, has a man down there, hits him in stride, he breaks the tackle, and he's just gonna be tripped up inside the 5. They'll spot him down at the 3-yard line. That is Gavin Hiscox with another big reception.
And he's been open quite a few times and just been missed on it. That one, he dropped right in there for him.
Gonna go right back to the line, and this play is going to be...
You get a timeout?
Blown down.
Ball starts.
South Range has a player down on the field at the 5-yard line. Both teams will head to their sidelines, as there's an injured Raider right around the 5, so that'll stop the clock with 4:45 to play here in the 3rd quarter. You mentioned it. There's been opportunities in the passing game for South Range in this contest.
Yeah, and they run it enough. They should be able to play action and actually throw deep on them, because they have given the impression they can run the football on them. So you got to be aware of that. That'll bring them defensive backs up and throw over the top.
That'll be senior Dom Bailey, who was able to get up and sprint off the field for the Raiders. So 1st and goal coming up for South Range, back near the 8-yard line. Titus and Hiscox going to go to the left side. Single receiver now to the right as well. Barchak is the tailback. Toy fakes it to him, rolling out to the outside, eyes downfield, looking, he throws across his body, looking for Hiscox, and that falls incomplete at the goal line.
That's a dangerous throw. You know, they always say, roll out and then throw back across your body to the middle of the field. It's usually a dangerous thing, but he did have that guy wide open.
Because guys like you were lurking to make plays.
There you got it. That's what you want to do.
So 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. Raiders in the huddle, play clock approaching 10 seconds as they come to the line. Put 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right side. Barshak to the right of the quarterback, Toy, who's looking in the end zone, firing in the end zone. Little miscommunication as that pass incomplete to the corner. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, there's definitely some communication there as the receiver went inside and the pass was outside.
4:24 to play, 3rd quarter, 42-14. Girard with the lead. South Range trying to cut into that lead with a 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Hiscox in motion from right to left, now reverses field, and they flip it to the receiver who came across, and Tommy Titus. And Titus spun his way down the sidelines, and he hit the pylon. We're going to say out of bounds at the 1-yard line. We had might have been a late hit and a flag thrown at the 1-yard line.
They definitely was a late hit, and actually that young man should be kicked out the game. You know, I like physical play, but you can't. That's not playing football right there. That's not football right there.
Yeah, there's a player down for the Raiders.
I mean, he came
down on the field.
He came from behind and hit him, and I can't see how they didn't catch that one with ease.
James Dysart looks to be the man down on the field, the junior wide receiver.
He's getting up.
Who is now up and slowly making his way towards the Raider bench, and he he may have taken some contact below the waistline.
Yeah, this is a sensitive matter right now, so it's something.
And not only that, but they've got to watch how they make this call to not let this game get out of control.
Yeah, absolutely, because I can see that happening. I can see that could easily start to happen.
Here we're listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus media station, Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network as we roll past 10 o'clock here tonight. So there's a flag on the field as we're sorting out the penalty. We've got our referee and 2 officials working with him. He got the spot of the ball, looked like it went down to the 1-yard line.
Well, yeah. What are they? It look like they get ready to mark it at the 4. Why would they do that? He made it to the to the pylon.
He dove
almost,
to
right?
the pylon, and it looked like they marked him out at the 1-yard line. So now we have 4 officials.
I mean, that right there, what I seen from all the way up here, that kid should be ejected.
Now we'll get the call from the field here momentarily.
Step out of bounds at the half-yard line. It'll be 4th down. After the play.
Right, there you go.
You got that correctly. The player with the late hit for Girard has been ejected from the rest of this game.
No question. I mean, it had to be somebody that's seen that. Just from me seeing it way up here. Now, what I don't understand is when you have a penalty like that, the player is ejected, why wouldn't that be an automatic first down?
Well, wouldn't it should be? It is 1st and goal.
Okay, because he said still 4th down at first.
Right, because it would be, in that case, it's a half a distance penalty.
Right.
So it's from, the 1 to the half of 1.
Yeah, and it still should be 1st down now after an ejection, I'm thinking. But I don't know if they did that, though.
Right, so the scoreboard says 1st and goal from the 1. The ball is resting inside the 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. The nose is right at the goal line.
So we will wait and see what the down markers say. 4th quarter, Poland 42, Niles 7 on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard.
Well,
we've got 4:15 to play here in this 3rd quarter. As the Girard defense makes their way back onto the field.
Yes, I'm thinking it should be 1st down because that's an ejection.
Right,
but they still saying 4th down though. Oh, here we go.
Now we've got
offside.
So
it'd be at the 2 more inches up now.
Right. Yeah, the sticks say.
Okay, it should be. It should be. Wait, see?
And now the sticks say 4th down.
See, now say 4th. I don't understand that. So, but the rules are different in high school. So,
right.
But usually an ejection will result in an automatic 1st down. I don't know.
So it's 4th and goal from less than half a yard. They give the ball to Tommy Valentine, and Valentine plunges in from 1 yard out.
Here we go. There goes some more extracurriculars.
And we got a Girard player cramping up that's down on the field as well. So Valentine scored the touchdown from 1 yard out, making it 42-20. And we've got a player cramping up right at the goal line for Girard. And we talked about, they have that very big offensive and defensive lineman. I can't tell if that's Littell. We were impressed with him a couple weeks ago at 6'7" and 310.
Yeah.
So South Range going to come to the sidelines. They tend to the player down on the field. It looked like he was initially reaching for that calf, which kind of gives that tell that it's probably a cramp, but hard to tell with the trainers tending to him on the field.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is, though.
4:12 to play in this quarter.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, don't. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the air.
Well, we always have a good time when we come to South Range.
All
There's
the
no
time.
doubt about that.
You know, one of the coaches up here, he is not allowed to watch the Hurricane game tomorrow. I'm going to try to get his home number and tell him to keep him away from the TV.
I'll be on the air, so I won't even be able to have an opportunity to watch that.
Okay, don't watch it. Nobody watch that game.
Oh, there should just be millions of people watching that game. That's all.
I know.
And Mark,
Yes.
I'll be DJing football.
So we're all working tomorrow and
right.
can't watch the game.
I ain't working. I'm watching.
So
What's your phone number?
there's a lot of there's a lot of big 7:30 games tomorrow too.
Yeah, it sure is. You know. Oh my goodness.
Of course, I mean that big Ohio State Minnesota game.
Oh my goodness.
Prime time.
40-point win.
I will be in Beaver Falls on Saturday for Grove City in Geneva. So Drew Starkey will come on to attempt the extra point. That is Tommy Titus who will do the holding for South Range. Snap down, and the extra point is on its way, and it is good. 4:12 to play here in the third quarter. Girard 42 and South Range 21. We'll take a quick break, come back and have more here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Back here at the home of the South Range Raiders as they cap that drive off on a Tommy Valentine 1-yard touchdown run, making it now 42-21 in favor of Girard. And the task that has been difficult for many teams so far this season is now slowing down this Girard offense.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they're going to definitely come out and attack. We know that for a fact. And since that, for me, I'm going to tell my guys to play it just a different way, because what do we got to lose? We haven't been able to stop them or slow them down. Well, let's get up in their face and throw some. Oh, nice.
Little onside kick, loose ball, bounding around.
All over, they got it.
South Range thinks they've got the football, and they were able to recover that onside kick at the 45-yard line of the Indians. So they will start this drive in Girard territory.
Nice move there. It worked perfectly.
That is the one part of the new NFL rule changes I do not like, where you have to declare when you're onside. It takes the element of surprise completely out of it.
Yeah, it does.
So 1st and 10 Raiders from the Girard 45-yard line. Barshak, the running back, Valentine in motion. Toy dropping deep, has a man out there, trying to go underneath, and the pass intercepted across the 30. Brought back across midfield.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty.
And then thrown down as they spot the interceptor going out of bounds at the 43-yard line. No flag was thrown on that hit out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, he had the receiver break open. All he had to do was just loft that out there and let him run under it. And he tried to get the guy underneath and didn't get enough on it.
So A.J. Pearson gets the interception on defense. And the ball now resting at the 43-yard line of the Raiders. Going to put 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left side. Pearson's going to be alone in the backfield.
Well, they're coming after to try to score again. Believe me, the emotions is running pretty high in this football game.
Turn to the sidelines, looks back with less than 10 seconds on the play clock. Pearson takes the snap, flag on the play as he rolls to the right side.
Doesn't matter what happens
Looking
here.
Downfield, and he's just going to walk out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, movement on this side. It was still moving. It's never set the receiver. There should be a legal motion or something.
So the flag thrown at the 44-yard line. So we'll have to sort out the penalty with 3:52 to play here in the third quarter. Officials gathering at the 46-yard line. So that 5-yard penalty for illegal motion on the Indians. I felt like I may have heard that was coming.
Yeah, it was coming. It's Jaden Wade, the receiver on this side, near side to us, was not able to get set.
So back them up 5 yards. And now this Girard offense facing a 1st and 15. The ball at the South Range 48-yard line. Trips right, single receiver left side. Looks like Hunter, the tailback in the backfield. Play fake to him.
Oh, come up.
And that pass is going to be caught across the 45-yard line and down close to the first down. So that was a new running back in there. They actually lined up Alan Hess-Cardona as the tailback on that play.
Yeah. But that's the guy they want to get it to, is Lipinski there. And when you got in space, they look like they read it, but then they hesitate. Just come up and make that tackle.
So it is 2nd down and 10, a pickup of 5 on that reception. 3:14 to play here in the quarter. Play clock under 7 seconds. Pearson takes the snap, going to fire downfield. Pass caught right at the sticks. And then driven back. They'll spot him at the 35-yard line. This is going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Indians.
Game going to bring up 3rd and 2 now. The Indians.
Game clock under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. So Valentine going to have to come to the sidelines and check out, and Nick Toy will check in defensively.
No, you got to cover your knees up. Can't have it.
So 3rd down and 2 for the Girard Indians.
Sorry, Coach.
2 receivers each side of the formation on 3rd down and 2. Pearson fakes the pitch. He's going to keep it inside the 25, across the 20. And A.J. Pearson down to the 19-yard line with a rushing 1st down for the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, good hard running there. He was determination to get as much as he could on that play.
Ball maybe Raiders 19-yard line. 1st and 10 to Girard.
So Tommy Valentine will check back in. It's 1st and 10 for South Range. For Girard at the South Range 19-yard line. Play clock rolling now down under 10 seconds. 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left side. Pearson going to keep the football, looking for a block, and he's thrown down at the 15-yard line.
Number 2, A.J. Pearson on keeper.
That's close to a 5-yard gain. We'll call it 2nd down and closer to 6 than 5.
14-yard line.
Down to a minute 35 to play.
The tackle is struggling. The tail, number 72, he's having some issues with the knees or something.
And he keeps trying to keep the knees loose after every play. So play clock will now go down under 10 seconds again. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Pearson takes the snap, and that's going to be Cardona on the carry.
They must don't have another lineman because I would not risk having that kid out there playing under them conditions. He's struggling big time.
So Hess Cardona takes the ball down to about the 11-yard line. It's 3rd down and 2. Referee will wind the clock, and we'll go under a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hunter back in at the tailback spot for Girard. Trips to the right. Single receiver left side, that's Jaden Wade. Again, Girard running the play clock down under 10 seconds. Pearson takes the snap. Swings it out. That ball bounced and incomplete at the 12-yard line. Trying to get the football to Mario Lipinski, the freshman, who's had a big night. And it's going to bring up now a 4th down and 2 for Girard. 33 seconds to go here in the quarter. They're going to bring in Hess Cardona, and they're going to keep Hunter in the game as well. So 4th and 2 from the 11. One receiver right, 2 to the left.
It's going to be a quarterback draw. Called timeout here.
Now Wessel and Girard will take a timeout. That'll be their first here of the second half, and 4th down and 2 coming up.
How many timeouts did they get?
It is on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. It is now Mineral Ridge 35 and Camel 13, as they've been not able to dent the scoreboard in the second half for the Red Devils.
Yeah, they've been able to set them down 14-13 at half. So 21 unanswered in the second half.
So Girard will use the timeout on 4th down and 2, and we haven't seen a lot of just traditional give the ball to the running back and let him run tonight.
At all, yeah.
We saw, Sam Scott a little bit early, but haven't seen anything from him since then. And it's been mostly when they run the football, it's been with Pearson.
Yeah, that's it. And, it's basically just a lot of short passes, extension of the running game that way. So I think there's got to be some issues because Scott looked good before we seen him the first time running the football. Early on he did, and then we didn't see him anymore. So now they still got Hunter, but they're not using him the way they did the last game. They did bring him in, and he ran quite a bit.
That one drive where he pretty much carried the football every play on that drive.
Yes.
So 4th and 2. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They got a wing to the right side. Hunter's the tailback. Pearson going to look to the end zone, firing to the end zone. And that pass is going to be caught for a Girard touchdown. That's Wade on the reception for Pearson, making it 48-21 with 28 seconds to go here in tonight's 3rd quarter.
48 already, and they've been averaging 49.
Right, 49.7.
Yeah.
And when Pearson, when he plants that foot and lets the football go, he can really rip it.
Yes, he can. I think about that commercial when Tom Brady said just rip the seam, and I mean that guy throws it with velocity on those short routes.
Maxwell Erickson completes the extra point. And with 28 seconds to play here in this 3rd quarter, it is 49-21 in favor of Girard. And, we talked about it in the pregame show. When these two teams get together, lots of points are put up on the scoreboard. 49-30, South Range winning last year. 49-21, the Raiders winning in 2023. And 56-12 in 2022. So the last 3 have gone the way of the Raiders. The Indians trying to stop that streak tonight.
Yeah, they sure are, and they're trying to do it emphatically. Let them know that, hey, there's a new team in town, and it's the Girard Indians, and that offense is explosive.
Yeah, we were curious to see, you play every game on your schedule. They've won every game on the schedule. We saw them beat, at that time, an undefeated Garraway team. It's now 5-1 on the season. And it's going to be interesting the last couple of weeks. Girard and Poland still have to face off in the final 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know which week it is, but that's going to be a heck of a game. And our broadcast partners will be a part of that during that game. And I'm sure that should be a treat for them.
That is next week.
It is next week, so that's going to be a treat for Mr. Craven and Mr. Gessler.
And that is at Poland.
Oh, boy. And you're talking about probably a packed house? There will be.
That kickoff is going to drive the returner back inside the 5, across the 10, cuts back 15, still on his feet and down near the 19-yard line. That's Tommy Titus on the Village Tavern kickoff return. And South Range will have the football with 19 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
This has been something.
19. Raiders will have the ball first and 10 on their own 19-yard line.
So Raiders working left to right here in this quarter, have the ball at their own 19-yard line. Put 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right side. Toy, the quarterback, sends a man in motion. Gives the ball to Varshak, running to the outside, looking for some blockers. Spins off a tackle at the 25, and
he might have got all 10
he's
there.
Close to that first down marker.
Right now, number 0, Brian Wilson.
Just short.
Going to be just about a half yard shy, and we have come to the end of the third quarter. After 3, it is Girard 49, South Range 21. The Lena's Pierogi House. Fourth quarter is next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team Pride Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Getting set to begin Lena's Pierogi House fourth quarter here on Western Reserve Radio. We are underway here in the fourth. And Nick Toy will keep. As always, this fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available favorites for dine-in or carry-out. You can call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532.
Never before a game, though.
That's the only time never.
That's right, only time.
Toy takes the snap. He'll drop to throw. Has time in the pocket. Will roll to the right side. Now he's going to tuck and run, and he'll go out of bounds near the 36-yard line. At Lena's Pierogi House this week, Monday and Tuesday is Chef's Choice. Wednesday is National Pierogi Day, October 8th, where they have buffalo chicken, Hungarian pepper, and loaded potato They have Bloom and Onion the rest of the week. So they've got a fantastic lineup of pierogies at Lena's and Hubbard. Go check them out. Just like we did.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
So third down coming up for the Raiders. 3rd down and 4. Toy going to fake it to Varshak, going to throw on the run. Pass is going to be knocked away and incomplete. And receiver that was down earlier just took a big hit, but good to see him pop up. That's James Dysert, the junior, wearing number 87. So 4th down and 4 now facing the Raiders as Toy gets the play from the near sidelines. Raiders break the huddle, 14 seconds on the play clock. They'll have one receiver to the right, 2 to the left side, single back in the backfield, now goes in motion. Toy drops to throw, sets up the middle screen to Valentine across the 40. He'll have the 1st down and more across the 45 and down to the 46-yard line. Like that misdirection look where you look like you're going to set the screen up to the back and it's a middle screen to the wing back.
Yeah, there's a nice play there. And he almost broke through on that one.
So 1st and 10, Raiders up to the 46-yard line. Toy gives the ball to Jason Varshak, running to the short side of the field, and
here he is.
He'll break tackles across the 45, spins down near the 40, still on his feet. He might take this to the house. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Jason Varshak. 54 yards on that run, and there's a flag back at the 25-yard line. So we will wait for this penalty. This was way upfield.
Yeah, I think they called a clip. I think that's what they're calling, but.
So they will work on sorting out this penalty at 10:24 to play here in the 4th quarter. They're going to bring in an extra official from the Girard sidelines. And this penalty is going to wipe out the touchdown. So that penalty is a block in the back on the Raiders. So it will be 1st down on the spot foul at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that one there, that was a great run with the football there, and to see that one come back, that one hurt.
Varshak's been impressive tonight.
Yeah. He's a strong runner, tough guy.
6 foot, 190 pounds, and a junior.
Yeah.
South Range seems to always have a great back or two for this offense. Fake it to Valentine. Varshak open, makes the catch across the 25-yard line. To spot him at the 23-yard line. That's good enough for a South Range 1st down.
Raiders will have the ball 1st and 10 on the Girard.
Spot the ball 1st and 10 at the Girard 23-yard line. 2 receivers go to the right. Varshak gets it running to the left side, spins off a tackle and twists his way just shy of the 15-yard line.
Knocked down by number 6, Joey Algiers.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down and just about 2 yards to go. Ball resting at the 16-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 3 now for the Raiders.
2nd down, 3 for South Range. Drew Starkey now in at the tailback spot, gets the carry, also running to that short side, looking for some blockers. And Starkey going to drive the feet all the way down to about the 6-yard line.
That was a tough run there.
It takes multiple defenders to bring these South Range backs down.
They run it with determination. Like I said, one thing I like about them, no matter what the score, they still playing as hard as possible.
Starkey, also just a sophomore. Going to put two receivers to the right, wing to the left, and Tommy Valentine. Now he'll go in motion. They'll give him the carry, trying to bounce to the outside. Now cut back in and took a big hit around the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there.
Yeah, you got to get down. You got to get down. That's an area you don't want to take a shot the wrong way and could lose the football.
Valentine, 6'1", 190 pounds. Almost want to call him an H-back because he does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, does everything. He's only a junior, I believe.
Starkey, the tailback. He's going to get the carry this time, trying to sweep to the outside, and Girard there that time to knock that play down back at the 5-yard line. Closer to the 6, it's going to be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that hurts there. I think you run right at him. When you get that close, you try to run somewhere right at him off that right side like you've been doing. You don't want to get any negative plays like they just did there.
So Varchak will check in. Starkey is going to come to the sidelines. Play clock now down under 10 seconds. Hiscock in motion. Toy going to swing the ball to Varchak. Varchak looking to dive to the end zone, and he is in. That's a 5-yard touchdown pass from Toy to Jason Varchak. And with 8:12 to play here in this game, it's now 49-27 in favor of Girard. So Drew Starkey will come on and attempt the extra point. Tommy Titus, the sophomore, to hold. So they will snap the football for the extra point. Snap and hold are good, and the extra point is up and good. And with 8:12 to play here in this 4th quarter, it is now 49-28. And this South Range offense has found themselves some rhythm here in the second half.
Yes, they have. And like I said, they show a lot of fight no matter what. Being down like this, some teams could just, like I said, hang their head and this thing can get really out of hand. But they know they continue to fight and put up a good effort. And that's always a good sign of a well-coached football team.
We mentioned it earlier, South Range will head to Bo Ryan Stadium next Friday to take on the Niles Red Dragons. I was actually corrected by the executive producer that Girard Poland game is at Arrowhead next week.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I definitely thought it was in Poland. So they at home. That's going to be a big one. It's going to be packed.
That's going to be that'll be one of the bigger crowds in the Valley for a game this year.
Yeah, I just can't see how that won't have a packed house.
I'll recommend other guys to keep the crowd mic turned down low next week.
Yeah.
I may not even need one for that game.
Yeah, you may not. It was loud when we was there against Garwick. Can you imagine with Poland?
I mean, and it's one of those where, I mean, there's so much at stake. Not only, the NEA conference title, but playoff positioning.
Yes, absolutely. We're at that time of year.
That's another attempted onside kick brought to you by the Village Tavern in Hubbard, but that's covered up by Girard, who will take over at midfield.
Yeah, you probably got to get one of those big bounce type onside, kick it right to the guys. They had their hands, guys, up front, and they were able to take care of that one right away.
So Girard will have the football at midfield. Pearson back in there at the quarterback spot. It's Hunter at the tailback. Two receivers to the left, one to the right side. Gonna run it with Hunter on first down, and they shoot the gap and throw him down back at the 46-yard line.
Yeah.
If you find a 56-yard line down there, let me know.
Yeah, I sure will. And you don't even find that in Canadian ball, so I don't know where you're at right now, Mark, but you're in a different league there.
I've invented my own league. It's not high school, it's not college, it's not pros, it's not the XFL or the USFL. It's not quite sure what it is. What it is second down and 14. Play clock now down to 5 seconds. We're down to 7.5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Pearson takes the snap, runs the option, pitches the ball back to Hunter, who turns the corner across the 40. He stepped over a tackle, and Hunter's going to take it down the sidelines for a 54-yard touchdown run for Hunter. And we saw his explosiveness in the game we did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, because we didn't know what to expect when he got in. So this little guy, but man, he gets it outside. He's not a real easy guy to bring down one-on-one. And then he has the explosive. Once he gets out there, he is gone. They got a lot of speed, Mark.
Jeremiah Hunter, 5'5", 155. And when he gets into the open field, he has got some incredible speed. So Algiers will do the holding. Gets the snap down. The extra point by Maxwell Erickson is up and good. And with 7:14 to play here in the fourth, it is Girard at 56, South Range 28. We'll step aside for a break and come back with more on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, another final in tonight. Hubbard moves to 6-1 with a 38-0 shutout over the Howland Tigers tonight.
And then I'll tell you, they're on the roll too, 6-1, and they have done well this year. They definitely have.
Got one loss coming to Poland.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
So it's a Village Tavern kickoff for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Visit the Village Tavern in Hubbard. That's a loose ball bouncing at the 41-yard line, and the Raiders are able to cover it up right there. So South Range will take over the football with 7:12 to play here in this fourth quarter tonight.
Boy, that is the lucky number.
Raiders going to come to the line of scrimmage with a receiver as a wing to the right and two to the left side. Borchak's the tailback. Toy to throw.
Oh.
A little jump pass that was a little too tall and incomplete. It's second down and 10. We're at 83 points tonight. If you would remember, our record together is 99 points in a game.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we?
At Mollenkoff.
Can we get there? 15 more points, huh? 16 points. That's a touchdown each in a 2-point conversion. Even though I don't think they will go for it.
You know what? All I remember about that game at Mollenkoff was I needed to take a nap after the game was over.
Yeah, we was tired.
One receiver out to the right, two to the left side as Toy drops back to throw.
Oh.
That pass had a little too much on it off the hands of Gavin Hiscox, and it's going to be third down and 10. Now we've got a player down on the field.
Another cramp.
And it looks like a cramp. Pearson trying to do a little bit of everything and even helping to stretch him out.
Right. And these are the type, when the weather's like this, very warm earlier, cools off at night. You don't get hydrated the right way, the cramping will be severe.
Saw quite a bit of that watching college football last weekend, too.
Yeah, I did, too. A lot of it. You build up some of those big games too. You see it seen it happen in the Alabama-Georgia game.
It is a quiet weekend of sports on the Sports Radio 1240 side of things, with the 49ers playing last night. However, Tuesday night brings NBA preseason basketball on Sports Radio 1240 and Z104. Cavaliers open up action on Tuesday night at home. And hopefully this year they can make a little bit of a deeper run in the postseason.
Yeah.
The player down for Girard, up and heading to the sidelines. That's Drake McGregor, a senior for the Indians. Wanted to stay as he tried to work his way towards the huddle, but he'll have to come off the field for a play.
He's trying to turn around. Can't do that.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders. Single back in the backfield behind Toy, wing to the right and 2 receivers to the left side on 3rd down and 10. Plenty of time on the play clock. Valentine comes in motion. Sets as a wing to the left side. Toy going to roll that way. Eyes downfield. Blitz coming, and he is going to be sacked back near the 35-yard line. Toy didn't have anybody open downfield. A covered sack.
Yeah, definitely there. And he closed quickly on him and was able to get there and get the sack.
So this will bring up a 4th and 15 for South Range. We're at 6:35 to play in the 4th quarter. So Vorshak going to punt the football away. Single returner back deep for Girard. Dropping to his 32-yard line. Vorshak gets the kick away. This is going to take a fantastic Raider roll inside the 20. And that's going to come to a stop at the 15-yard line. Returner back there for Girard, and Braxton Sloan just decided to let that ball roll. And it rolled to a stop at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, nice punt there.
Again, tonight's 4th quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to find out the weekly lineup of available favorites for dine-in or carry-out. Or call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532. So 1st and 10 for the Indians from their 15-yard line. Going to run it on 1st down with Hunter.
Uh-oh.
Hunter finds a little seam across the 20. Flag comes in. 2 flags now as Hunter's dropped at the 23-yard line. Yeah, I saw a couple of hands reaching up towards the face mask on that run. We mentioned it, Hunter just listed at 5'5" and 155, so the reach to kind of pull that blur down as it goes past you, and sometimes you get a hand in the face mask.
Yeah, you caught in there.
So we're...
Oh, wow. Well, it said holding.
They called, he called holding. And then...
Offset.
Right, so those 2 penalties will offset, and we will we'll pretend that play never happened.
Yes.
You didn't see that at all.
Except when you are the running back and your neck is wrenched.
Twisted around. Right. That's when you remember for sure what happened.
That play happened.
So the ball is at the 15-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Girard Indians. So A.J. Pearson's gone all the way at the quarterback spot. 56 up on the board, exceeding their points per game average now by about 7.
Yes.
Hunter remains the tailback on 1st down. He's going to get the handoff. This time he'll dodge a couple of tacklers, fall forward to about the 18-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Girard, who now is content to run some clock as we go under 5 minutes to play.
Yeah, you see that they're doing that. And that's the only thing you see them do as far as let's slow it down like that. But they'll try to score again. They're just an offense that does that.
So there was some movement up front by South Range, but they were able to reset. Play clock under 10 seconds. 2nd down and 7 for the Girard Indians. Hunter going to get the football again, and this time bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Fourth quarter clock now rolls. About to roll under 4 minutes to play. Next week on the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week, Alliance and West Branch. Both teams coming into play tonight at 5-1. Talked about it earlier. Get a chance to check out that brand new turf they put in Beloit.
Yeah, we'll get to see it.
Pearson has 2 receivers to his left, and now we've got a flag and a procedure penalty. That might be the 3rd or 4th time they've had two players in motion at the same time.
Yeah, that doesn't happen quite a bit tonight, though. And it's happened on both teams, but they have done it a lot. Even though they've had a lot of success tonight, that is one area they're going to have to check in because they did that quite a bit.
So this will back it up and bring up a 3rd down and 11. Try and get you some more scores as they become final on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Pearson's going to keep the football, going to try and squeeze it into his receiver downfield at about the 32-yard line, but that'll be incomplete. This will bring up a 4th down and 11 facing Girard now. Final starting to come in on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Beaver Local rallies in the second half to beat Youngstown East 28-20.
Wow.
Cardinal Mooney gets by Cheney in a good one, 10-7. Crestview, they are 7-0, a 61-8 win over Newton Falls. Girard snapping the ball back to Pearson. He's just going to quick kick this one away, and a sliding fair catch called for at the 37-yard line. We mentioned earlier, Hubbard downs Howland tonight, 38-0. Jackson, Milton, and Waterloo, last report of that game was 34-6 Blue Jays. Brookfield gets another win tonight. They are a victor over LeBray, 35-14. McDonald and Lowellville, that game last report in the 4th quarter with McDonald up 21-14. Give you a couple of finals after this first snap of the football by the Raiders. Girard's going to use a timeout, so that'll give us a moment to give you some more finals. Austintown Fitch, a big win today. They beat Massillon Perry 14-7.
Boy.
Matthews over Cardinal 56-15. Salem, last report, leading Minerva 48-17. We mentioned Poland 42-6 tonight over Niles. Springfield comes from behind at halftime. They beat Western Reserve 17-6. The Farrell Steelers go on the road tonight to take on Big Red, and Steubenville a winner 40-24. United over East Palestine 63-24. That was a big game that did not end close.
No, at all. Oh, that, woo.
Boardman comes from behind after trailing 3-0 at halftime, beats Warren Harding 14-10, and West Branch over Marlington 62-0. A lot of points put up on the scoreboards across the valley tonight.
Sure is.
Off the Girard timeout, 1st and 10, South Range. Hiscock going to go in motion towards the right side. They give the ball to Drew Starkey. And Starkey lowers the shoulder and works his way down to the 25-yard line. Maybe just a little shy of that 25-yard line, but it'll be good enough for a first down.
A couple of guys laid out.
But a couple of, as you said, Girard players down with cramps.
We'll get need to get some of those guys out. I mean, the game is basically, we know it's decided. And I would just get some of those guys been playing a long time. I would actually get them to the sidelines and get some of my young players in. Only thing about that, they've been standing on the side for so long. They come in and they might end up doing that after a couple plays. I mean, that's how it is. You've been standing on the sideline, and that temperature cools down, makes it even harder to get ready.
Need to follow the Dave Clark method of hydrating during the week.
Yeah, all
and
week.
Not on game day.
Yeah, I tell you, that's how I was taught to do it. You play that Saturday, Sunday, you may take a break, and then that Monday you start already getting hydrated for next Saturday. And I learned that in college, and it really helped. It helped big time, because I used to have problems with exactly that, getting cramped up.
So trying to get the two players for Girard that were cramping up to get their way to the sidelines. First man up and off the field. That is number 5, Alan Hess-Cardona, who is now able to make his way towards the far sidelines. Girard and Poland next week from Arrowhead Stadium, South Range. They'll get on the bus. They'll head to Niles to face the Red Dragons next week.
Got to get well there.
Unbelievably, now down to just a few games left in the season.
Next week is week 8.
It is.
Wow. I don't know where it went. It's unbelievable, Mark. Unbelievable.
Now we talk about, we said, oh, it's the fastest 10 weeks of the year. It is.
Yeah, it is. That's not a joke. That's real talk there.
Both players up and to the sidelines for Girard. We'll get back to play with 3:04 to play here in the fourth quarter.
So our regular season stops on October the 24th, huh? Wow.
First night of playoffs is Halloween.
Yeah, that is right.
Toy back to throw. Completes the pass to Tommy Titus. Breaks a tackle at the 20. Inside the 15 and down near the 10-yard line before going out of bounds. Titus got a lot of playing time last year. Multi-sport athlete for the Raiders. Had a couple of big catches down the stretch for them.
Yep.
So first and goal for the Raiders from the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
.252 to play here in the game. Toy now puts the running back Starkey to his right. Starkey gets it, going to the left side. Broke a tackle, stayed on his feet, and he's down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be second and goal from there.
Brought down by number 2, A.J. Grayson, and number 22, Grayson is ours. Going to be second goal now.
2.5 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. Big thank you, of course, to the Youngstown Patricians, who have been the presenting sponsor of our high school football all season long.
Sir.
Got a chance to work with them quite a bit, you and I, this summer.
Yeah. Enjoyed that.
Starkey on the carry, and he's going to be brought down shy of the goal line. It's going to bring up third and goal from the 1.
Third and goal now for the Raiders.
Under 2 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Big finishes down the stretch in these last 3 weeks of the season that are coming up. Still a couple games to be played on Saturday around the Valley.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They will keep our eye on. And before the snap, we've got a flag thrown, and that's going to be a false start penalty. Just leaning a little bit forward, got caught, and that'll back him up 5 yards. Put the football back at the 6-yard line. So this game clock is at 1:10 to play. Checking in, that's Guido Miller, the junior who scored the touchdown earlier in this game.
Got 2 plays here.
Got 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left side. Looking towards the end zone, and that pass is going to be caught by Miller for his 2nd touchdown of the night tonight, as kind of found a little spot open in the seam, and Toy hit him in stride for the touchdown. And the Raiders have put up 34 points tonight. And it'll be Starkey to come on and attempt the extra point.
Let's take the break. Are we onside kicking or just kicking?
Gerard showing some pressure. They'll come from the edges, but Starkey's extra point is up and good. And with 50 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter, it is now Gerard at 56 and South Range 35. We didn't get to the 99 yet, but we're at 91 right now.
We're trying, but I think that'll do it there.
You know, we talked about it. The coaches even mentioned it in the Cleveland Cobras pregame show. When these 2 teams meet, a lot of points are put up on the board.
Yeah, and they definitely did it. They did not disappoint once again in putting those points on the board.
And so South Range, we mentioned, will have Niles next week. We'll be back here in 2 weeks when they face Cardinal Mooney. And when you look at that region, that becomes a big game for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely will be. And fighting for those last percentage points, it's going to be major in that time.
Cardinal Mooney with a close win tonight over the Cheney Cowboys. Got a first-year head coach, new coaching staff there, and they're playing good football.
Yeah, and that'll be what, week 9 when we have that one.
So the Raiders set to line up for the kickoff.
Nobody expects us to go past 10 o'clock.
The kickoff brought to you by the Village Tavern in Hubbard. For nearly 100 years, the Village Tavern is one of the area's favorite local spots for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Located at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard and online at villagetavern3.com. So Starkey ready to kick this one. We'll see what he elects to do here. And he will kick this one away. That will go over the head of both returners and picked up at the 3. And the returner will take a knee there. So we are down to 49 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter.
Should get a snap or 2 off, and that should be it.
Seen A.J. Pearson go all the way at quarterback. He is back out there for these final couple of snaps in tonight's 4th quarter. Both teams lining up, as you said, for a couple more snaps with 49 seconds to go. Everybody going to come inside, and Pearson just going to elect to take a knee.
Pearson will take a knee.
And he will take a knee, and the clock will continue to run. And you look at this, Girard will improve to 7-0 and 3-0 in the Northeast 8 Conference. South Range drops to 4-3 and 2-2 in the NE8 as Pearson will take one more snap, and this game will go into the books. Final score tonight, Girard 56, South Range 35. We'll take a break and come back with more on the postgame show here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Post-game show here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Girard is 7-0. They win on the road tonight in the Northeast 8 Conference, 56-35. And I know the name that you saw that stood out tonight was freshman receiver Mario Lipinski.
Yeah, he impressed me quite a bit. Just the way he carried himself on the field as a player, and just what he can do on the field. Just amazes me that this kid is only a 9th grader. So we're talking 14, 15 years old, and boy, is he hard to stop.
And another big game today for A.J. Pearson on both sides of the football, Dave.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he's a very good athlete, and he's so physical. People don't realize, you think quarterback, no. He's physical on offense and defense. He's just an athlete. He is something.
He absolutely is. A big win tonight for Girard as they will now get ready to face Poland at home next Friday. We are going to take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap things up, look ahead to next week right here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Wrapping things up one final time here from the home of the Raiders. As the Girard Indians get the win in Northeast 8 Conference play, we turn our attention to the Northeast Buckeye Conference next week for Alliance and West Branch, and a chance to check out the new field there in Beloit, and that should be a good matchup.
Yeah, it's nice for us to be able to come and see two teams we haven't seen Alliance. I know since I've been back, I haven't seen them. And then West Branch, it's been a couple years since we've seen them, and I know they usually have a good product on the field, so both of them have excellent records, and that should be a good game for us.
I want to thank the staff here at South Range. Always a good time to catch up with old friends that you get to see when you come out to a game. Big thank you to the athletic staff here as well. Always a great spot and a great view. I also want to thank the guys back at the studio, Matthew Craven, Dave Ferris, handling things tonight for us, keeping us on the air, for Chief Engineer Ben Schlegel, for Cumulus Youngstown. That's going to do it.
Yeah.
For us here tonight from South Range. Girard is 7-0 with the road win here tonight. For Dave Clark, my name is Mark Beans. You've been listening to all the action right here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. We'll talk to you next Friday, everyone.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Someone's got to set the tone.